Me and my team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, travel through the open door, circumstances navigated the path, and like I've been on so fast. No, it got lonely sometimes, you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know life took a hold of me. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a quick with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games to play, can't take it personal, cause the devil is alive. Telling you the truth, it's only what you do, some things you gotta do, It's like the millions, take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness, yes. You can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it through like, oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm ASICs. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Dabbing in competition, back up against the rope. She fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going wrestle and fight this final round. Life's a fight for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Can't play, can't take it personal, cause the devil is alive. It's only what you do, some things you gotta do,
Hey. Dun, 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 dun. Woo. Eric Gone, JP, Eric JQ, what it do? What up, D-Dub? What up, K-Dub? Hey, they got a ring to it, man. Y'all got to come in together all the time, man. We know what I'm saying? Baltimore, G Brown, KJ. What's in that duffel bag, man? I appreciate you. Love, she's back. Love is the word. Appreciate you. Young World, Damon, Yova, T Bonafide, Club 57, Super Bros, Victor, New Media Boxing. Hell, shout out to him too. What up, Wayne? He a good brother, man. Douglas. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. I appreciate you guys coming. We're gonna talk about this tonight, man. And we got a lot. Oh shit. Man, if I get through one phone call today, it'll be good. No, but I want y'all to call in because y'all may have alternative perspectives, and that's why this show is here. So without further ado, click the link below, man. And I ain't even pinned the damn. I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them myself. It's all true.
Oh, y'all can't even see it. What am I doing?
convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
At least 15. At least 15. Welcome to the show, y'all. I totally appreciate y'all coming in here. We're gonna let the room pile on in, and we'll but how's everybody doing, man? So last night, I'll tell you why the show didn't happen last night. End up being a bomb. So I was going to the Giveon concert, right? And he ended up canceling because somebody in his crew ended up testing positive. Hey, that testing positive is running around crazy, man. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. And yeah, so that's where I stand on that. Are y'all still? Yeah. So uh mic check. All right, we're good. All right, I got a shortage in the mic. So, anyways, man. Where are we? Should we go into the show already? All right, I don't mind. We can go into the show. So, I'm not sure if you guys saw the Trill Boxing Talk interview, and Mickey Bey just told y'all, what's up, Unique Don? Mickey Bey basically said what I've been I ain't called. Get Mickey Bey in the shop. We'll get him at some point, man. We definitely gotta let Trill Boxing Talk get they clicks up, man, and get their recognition, man. I'll wait a couple of weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You know what I mean? I'll let them get their clicks up, man. Everyone go check out their interview. Yeah, man. What's up? Stay ready. Stay ready. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, big homie. Appreciate you. Salute. Stay ready. I saw you and the champ on there. Was it yesterday? 2 days ago? Salute, family. Just coming through to show some love. I appreciate you, man. Make sure you go check out Stay Ready. Stay Ready got 42 podcasts, man, and a cooking show. Make sure y'all check them out, please, man. Please, man. We got to build the community, man. You know what I mean? And so I thought Trill Boxing Talk, it caught me way off guard. I wasn't even watching it. I was working out. And Tone Browne is a great asset. Yeah, Sweet Hands, yeah. And it was a Tone Browne hit me. It was like, you watching this interview? And I was in the gym working out. And I hadn't looked at it. And then when I went to pick the Lincoln up, I went early to pick Lincoln up so I can sit and watch the interview. And I had to stop. I had to sit and breathe. I don't think I've done that in a long time for an interview. Nah, I don't think so. It was just overload. It was just too much. And I know I say a lot of things and I tell you a lot of things, and a lot of things are true that I talk about, right? But when the crime has a face and it's a good guy like Mickey Bey, you just sit back and you just get heart wrenched. And the funny thing is, 78 felt the same thing I felt. I was like, oh, it was just too much. It was too much because Mickey Bey was basically Devin Haney. That's basically who he was. If you guys want to know, because I know we got a lot of young guys in here and maybe didn't follow Mickey Bey. Mickey Bey was as good as I mean, he was just damn good. Mickey Bey was damn good, was a champion. He would have been a multi-weight champion, especially at 35 and 40. I believe he would have been a champion. He would have came on before Bud, and then Bud would have had the belts, and then Mickey Bey would have made his retirement money at 47. But that's basically what happened, man. And what was I gonna say? Just go watch it, man. If you guys get a chance, please watch it. Please watch it. It caught me way off guard. It caught me. The information wasn't new because I was around at the time and I knew of Mickey Bey. Actually, about a year and a half ago, I actually hit Mickey Bey up for it. I don't know if he saw it, but and he was supposed to come on about a year ago, and I was gonna talk to him about it because I know about all that stuff because I was in the gym at the time, just on the newspaper side. And so I know about the dealings and the conversations that was being had at that time. I just was an assistant then. I was, you guys, he was on the show before. Ken Miller was my editor. And yeah, man, it was tough times. But a lot of fighters went through what Mickey Bey went through. But it's just when you hear the man telling what the hell happened, whew, it was just heart-wrenching. So I'm gonna ask you guys this now. Do y'all believe me? Now, do y'all believe me? We had Lionel Thompson come on, Mickey Bey, and the hits just gonna keep coming. Adrian Broner came out today and say Showtime don't do no promotions, and man, I'm telling you, summer 2022 is going to and I told y'all this was coming. Yeah, I told y'all it was coming. I told y'all it was coming. All right, I told y'all this was coming. Summer 2022, and he talked about how Floyd Mayweather blackballed him, and he talked about how Al was good, and what he didn't want to do, I thought he didn't really go in because I think he's struggling with that duality a little bit with the blame game, but you know Al is untouchable. Al knows what's going on, but he's untouchable. So he noted that he led to that Al knew what was going on, but if Al had been just his sole promoter, he would have been much more successful for sure, guaranteed, not 100%. And back then, that was when Al had a lot of money. So now that PBC doesn't have money, Mickey Bey would have benefited from that hedge fund, from the $900 million from the hedge fund. But in 2021, it ain't no money. So Mickey Bey would have benefited greatly from Al in 2014, 15, 16, and 17. You know what I mean? And yeah, he said Al catch the plane every Saturday night. You don't know that? His mom is almost 100 years old. I thought that's an old story. Yeah, Al's mom is almost 100 years old. She was born 1920 something, 1923, 1921, 22. But she's approaching 100 years old, and he goes every Sunday and takes her to church. That's an old story. That's a real old story. Everybody in boxing knows that. Well, y'all didn't, but yeah, he's been doing that for years. And so where else are we at? But just go watch the interview. But it's just heart-wrenching to know that. That's why I say it's on Trill Boxing Talk. That's why I say we got to get rid of us. We got to get rid of what in our community. Stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. That's an anomaly. Listen, when other people commit crimes on us, that is an anomaly. That doesn't happen in the numbers that we do harm on each other. Okay? I understand we're going to say, well, what about racism? What about systemic oppression? All the above is true. But we have to get rid of, in our community, all y'all that was praising Floyd, I'm looking at y'all sideways because I come in here every night and tell y'all the truth and y'all still sucking Floyd off. It's disgusting. Leonard Ellaby, I told y'all about these people, man. I told y'all about them, but y'all love money. Y'all just want to take a picture with Floyd. Y'all just want to touch his knuckle. I don't know what it is when y'all and Floyd, man. I don't know how y'all deem Floyd not human. Like he can't commit no wrong. Like he's not perfect. Y'all hold me accountable. Shit. I'm God. You know what I mean? But and then the other part we want to talk about is Marcus Browne. And I think Marcus Browne, it's just too many crimes, man. And I have the articles. We'll talk about it at about 10 o'clock. But it's just too many. 4 times is too many. 4 times is too many, man. And I'll say this: jail serves a purpose. I did 2 days in jail and I ain't went back yet. You know what I mean? Malcolm X did 6 years and didn't look back. Jail has a purpose. You understand what I'm saying? And jail scared me straight. I ain't committed a crime. I haven't committed a crime since. like you know what I mean, of note. You know what I mean, maybe I've littered here, and I can't even call me ever littering, you know, because I don't litter. But scared me straight, you know. And when someone is a repeat offender, they think they're above the law. And I don't care who you're friends with. I can't not be a man in every situation. If Marcus Browne was sitting in front of me, I would say the same thing. You guys got to read the articles. You guys got to read the articles, man. And but I'll just overview it real quick because some of you guys don't know. So basically, he was in a relationship with the woman, the mother of his child, and domestic violence happened. It was consolidated 2 times. The 3rd time, he choked her and basically barricaded her in the house. She called the police. He did that. 9 months later, or couple months later, he does it again. He goes back to the same situation. And why this is important? Because when you do things like this and you don't get punished, yeah, he was punished. He got probation, but you don't do jail time. He listen, a man can't get more respect in the streets than he gets in prison. You understand what I'm saying? And I think men, grown ass men, need to hold men accountable. That's why they get away with so many things. I have no qualms with Marcus Browne. That's his name. I don't know the man. I don't know nothing about him. But because here's what I heard today. Well, Derek James is his trainer. He trains with Earl Spence. I don't care. They ain't got nothing to do with the crime that he committed 4 times. So what I'm asking is, how about if boxing doesn't work out for him and no one intervened? No one held him accountable. No one intervened. We know what happens to these people. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, I thought women and children were off limits. You know what I mean? I thought women and children were off limits. And if I'm wrong, then come get me. You know what I mean? I was the one that stood in the gap for Carissa Shields. No one in boxing has ever stood up for Carissa Shields the way I have. No one in boxing. Or how about Bob Arum when he was disrespectful to, what's the lady's name? God damn. She's engaged to Barack. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on her name. But anyways, Bob Arum. Same thing, man. Or how about Sergei Kovalev? Same thing, man. I don't change. You understand? And I don't need friends in my life who condone this shit. Like, I really don't. I don't condone a man on the 3rd time, Kate Abdo, thank you. On the 3rd time, chokes his baby's mother. And then goes back and he has a what do you call those things? When you can't see the person? A stay away order. He has a stay away order. And he thinks he's bigger than the law and says, I don't have to abide by this stay away order. But because he can afford a lawyer and he has the money to protect himself, it happens that way. You understand? And I'm just really concerned, not just him. I'm concerned about a lot of men that believe that they're above the law. You know what I mean? I don't make excuses for it. If I mess up, I'm a restraining order. If I mess up, I mess up. You understand? And I just can't support a man who does this 4 times in 18 months. I just can't. I can't. If in 10 years he serves to be a positive member of this community, I'll come back and do a story on it. I'll be honest with you. But a year removed from the crime and he committed it 4 times in 18 months, and grown men are saying, Fred, Derek James is training him. I don't give a listen, I don't care if Derek James is training him. I don't care. Derek James don't open up my front door. Oh, but the men in my DM said, well, Derek James is going to be a 3-time unified trainer or something like that. I said, but the man choked the woman. Anyways, man, y'all feel free to call in, man. And we're gonna hash out this conversation. Feel free to beam in, call in. Phone lines are set. I'm looking forward to the people who disagree with me. You know what I mean? And then you know what I was thinking too? I was thinking how remarkable men are that make the mistake, get out of jail, and become productive citizens. That means if you are agreeing with Marcus Browne, then you're not respecting the men who made the mistake one time and come back. You understand? So at the end of the day, feel free to call in. The phone lines are open. Feel free to call in if you disagree with me. This is an easy answer for me. Are you a man or not? You know what I mean? So yeah. But I'm pretty sure you guys wouldn't mind if you disagree if it was your daughter. I know. If it was your daughter, I know you wouldn't mind. You wouldn't mind her getting choked out. You know what I mean? You wouldn't mind. You know what I'm saying? So I stand on it. I hope Arthur Better BDev does what he's done to every opponent to that man. What's up, man? How you feel?
All right, Fred. What's up?
How you doing?
Don't you know Derek James is training on Fred? Derek James. We talking about Derek James, man. I mean, you know, he's a boss, man. He know people, Fred. Fred, he's a boxer. Okay? So he choked the bitch out, man. Maybe she was talking shit. Fred, he is training with Derek James. Do you understand that, man?
Yeah, I mean, like, I just sit here and I marvel at how we done had maybe 800 conversations, and basically every show is about masculinity. No matter what we're talking about masculinity. And every show, 100% of the time, oh, we got to protect the women. Well, here's a great opportunity to stand up and say what he did was wrong. He hasn't. Man, listen. Go ahead. It's your call. I didn't talk enough, but it's your call. Sorry.
No, Fred, you know what this reminds me of? Remember the freaking deacon conversation you had that night?
Yeah, that shocked me. Shocked me that night. That threw me back.
That's what this reminds me. I mean, would you see the parallel here?
Well,
kind of.
Yeah. Parallel, and I know you don't like Deacon too much, so I know you. Similar, very similar. Yeah. But R. Kelly was just grossly worse.
Man.
Grossly worse.
We all knew about R. Kelly. He was an unknown secret in the Black community, and he was eating her ass, man, without getting into specifics. But you know, he's a child molester, man. Straight up. I hate to say it. I think Michael was one too. I ain't gonna lie. It hurts, don't it?
Well, I don't know about Michael was proven to be innocent and nothing, and the kid was proven to be a liar. So I can't.
Well, my knowledge says otherwise. But I mean, I see your point, though. I see your point. These people get caught up in the sauce. Now, you know, me and Floyd, I just said he does try to help people. But yeah, you know, Floyd is in that game, man. He's in that shit. And he's even getting burned with this Al Haymon thing, right? So you stick around the fire long enough, right? It's going to burn you.
It's going to burn, yeah.
And Al Haymon, so many Black people hurt us in our own community, and we've been giving them a pass, Fred, for years. For years. How do you think Malcolm got into that situation? by another black man. You know how dirty white society did him. And then it ends up, he thinks he found some kind of road out. And in the end, those people, his own people, did him worse than white people ever did him.
Right. Thank you, Donovan. I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, man. And it's heart-wrenching. And this story tonight is why I revere Malcolm X so much more. I could have been, listen, I was a step away from doing probably years. If I would have committed the same crime, they would have threw me in jail for a year. You know what I mean? It was a petty theft crime, but if I do it again, I'm going to jail. You know what I mean? No jail gonna have mercy on a little black boy that he don't have no connection to. So I think this story speaks volumes about men like in your community, men in my community, Malcolm X, whoever he is or she is. The fact that they say, you know what? I made a mistake. I served my time, whatever it is, whether it's domestic violence class, whether it's 1 year in prison, whether it's 5 years probation, whether it's 6 or 7 years like Malcolm X. You do your time and you come back and you be a productive citizen in this community. I can't forgive a man 1 year removed and he done committed the crime 4 times in 18 months. That's just who I am as a human being. You understand? So I can't sit here. So I can't sit here and see 100 posts on Instagram, 100 videos saying Derrick James gonna get it. The inside of me, the man in me can't sit here and be like, I got to speak up on it. Like I got to. That's just
right. Well, Fred, I want to leave you with this.
Please.
Think about this for a second. Everybody in America hates a black man. Everybody. The red man, brown man, the yellow man, and of course the white man, right? They all hate us. And consequently, by hating us, they're telling us, I want to be like the white man. As soon as the yellow man gets over here, he wants to please the white man. Right. So what does he do? I'm going to hate the nigga. The brown man comes over here, ain't got a pot to piss into Mexico, comes over here, he hates black people because he wants to please the white man. And it goes on and on and on. They hate themselves. Now, let's hold our own people accountable. Our own race does things to us in order to satisfy and please the white man. Remember Django? Remember the character that, what's his name, played? It's self-preservation, Fred, in our own community, and we've always looked the other way. There's always that one Uncle Tom sellout Negro who will do whatever he can to survive, even if that means tell the master that they're planning to escape, and he's going to kill everybody in that group. And it's sad. It's the crab effect, right? But what are you going to do, bro? That's my time. I'm out. Have a great show. Are you still waiting on Mickey?
Nikki?
Wasn't Mickey Bey supposed to come on tonight?
Oh no, he's not coming. No, no. We got to let that Trill Boxing Talk interview breathe. Okay.
I'm gonna check out that story though.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, bro. Stay up, man.
Appreciate you. Thank you, man.
All right, Fred.
What's up, Dion?
You too.
Your connection messed up.
Hello? I'm good. I see you fine.
No, all I hear from your end is.
You got to beam out and beam back in because we hear you just fine.
I'm going to beam back in.
All right, for sure. He'll beam back in. And, you know, man, it's a lot to cover, man. We can go anywhere. Y'all can go anywhere you want. Mickey Bey, Floyd Mayweather. Who's going to apologize to me, though? All y'all Floyd Mayweather guys, who gonna apologize, man? Y'all been giving me beef for a year and a half.
That's how you start. That's how you start confrontation. You just start jabbing already. That's messed up, bro.
We can't see you if you want to be seen.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, there you go.
That's messed up, bro.
Man.
But I do feel what you were saying earlier in the car when I was listening to the whole interview. I couldn't.
It was hard to listen to, dog.
It was just sickening. Like it made me think of like some reality of what's going on in the world of what you're trying to base this show off of. It's just like accountability and integrity as a man. Just like my situation with my son, like. I built you all the way up, not for nobody to tear you down. I built you all the way up I made the mistakes. Let me make the mistakes. But I see your future better without no mistakes. So I got you here. Don't never let nobody bring you back down here. And it was just so disgusting, like, to see like how I built him, like, straight up for his grandma, his own grandma, to give up her apartment and move in with him because his situation is better. What kind of stuff is that? And that's when it just dawned on me this whole last time, like, everything, like, it's sad that our own color would do us bad like that. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody else. And then we always screaming racism, racism, racism. You know, our own skin color do us worse than other people. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate to say that, but that's just the way it is. And look at the situation with Tank. How Devin make more money than you if you the cash cow? Just don't make sense.
It's all a front.
You know what I'm saying? And then Floyd doing all this stuff behind closed doors. I thought you had $1 billion, bro. Like, I'm the first one I admit it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's basically what was Tank gonna be in Mickey Bey Part 2?
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
And it's crazy, man. And state of boxing is crazy right now. I thought we ended it right. You know what I'm saying? The last couple 3 months. So it was been great.
Since Wilder. It's been fun. It's been a fun
Yeah.
ride since Wilder.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to think, just like you too, on our pound for pound list too. Like, we got to put some votes in there for Fulton, for real.
Right. Yeah,
you got to.
Fulton deserves.
Because ain't too many people mentioning him on the pound for pound, but you got to, like, look what he's doing.
Right.
Like, you got to give him some respect. He might not get no spotlight like that, but you got to give him respect because he's going in there and take care of his business.
He went through a whole division.
Exactly. And then he had Figueroa so frustrated, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, and it's crazy, man. But it goes back to accountability, man. You've been preaching this to me in my ear for a whole year. And I've been on my son about that. You know what I'm saying? Don't slack up, because you see what happened with me. I slacked up. I had 3 pauses in my life. 3 pauses. I went to prison 3 times. But I put it to my kids, if I can do this and get everything back and then some the right way, you can do anything you want.
Right.
I'm living proof. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like I told my son, the same things that you think that you're missing, you're not going to miss, because they're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow. So why not go get no money and then go chill with the people that's not getting no money, and they gonna be doing the same thing tomorrow, and then they gonna be in the club, and they go change their position of the club from, they might not be in the back, they might be in the front this time, but they do the same thing over and over. But you be the same people that don't have car insurance, nowhere to put all their Jordans, and no car. But these the same people that you're trying to be around for what? A picture? You ain't getting paid off of it.
That's basically it.
A picture. That's what you go get out of it. Hope somebody caught a picture of your shoes that night or something. But it's all about accountability, man. And one thing about this Floyd shit is he got to accept accountability, man. You got 200 fighters, and they're all starving over there, bro. Like, when's the last time you seen a TMT promotion? Matter of fact, just showcase somebody rising up. I haven't seen it yet. You got 200 fighters. That's sad, bro. And it's just like you said, man. Like, it's all gonna come out because more people gonna start feeling comfortable where they can talk about it. Because guess what? Their situation ain't getting no better. So why not just crash all the way out?
Right. Right.
Might as well expose it on the way out. Especially the people that's been what? They've been trying to get a fight for 2 years. Them the people that ready to hit the eject button for real. You know what I'm saying? And now this Devin Haney situation, and goes back to what you were saying again too. Like they gonna play you again, and they basically played you. But Bob being cheap, it might backfire on them. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like I said, until they get in the ring, I ain't believing shit.
Right. I don't believe it at all.
You know what I'm saying? If I can't get my money back for Showtime because I got kids. Can you imagine coming in the house and my daughter can't turn to her little show, bro? Oh my goodness! Like it seemed like all my kids got their own special app.
Yeah. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, it's crazy, bro. But what else been going on?
That's it, man. That's it. Tonight, we got it's a lot of fights this weekend. I don't even know the schedule, man, but I know there's a lot. I think every promotion is putting on like strong B-level cards.
I think we all should put $1 in the chat, and so one person buy the pay-per-view, and we share it with thousands.
Facts. That's a good idea.
For real. If everybody donate $1,
we'll do it on the next one. We'll do it on.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll make it happen. And that's how we teach them. We want our right fights. You know what I'm saying? But it can't just be no pinky. It got to be a fist.
Yeah.
One person can't stick out. You ain't gonna be able to hit them right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what we need to do next, bro. I'm with you.
I'm with it. And we'll have thousands in that room.
Yeah, man. I'm not paying for that, but I can't believe that's on pay-per-view, man. And then everything you said, it's happening. Like, all right, Bray, I'm toot your own horn. I tap out. Everything that you're saying is happening like it's a play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you said it, like you go be able to tell when people going broke because they're gonna start putting all these pay-per-views to offset the motherfucking purses. They want us to pay for the purses.
Yeah.
Floyd got $1 billion. Why you need my money? Just to put Tank in there with somebody else. I would care if he in there with. It can't be no C fighters no more, bro. Like you gotta be A- at least, man. Like
right. Versus another A-, and shout out to the queen. Her birthday's next month.
And then the sad part about it is the person that I'm getting it from, like, because I told him I ain't paying for that shit. I'm coming to your shit to watch your shit. You pay for that dumbass shit. I'm gonna watch your shit.
Right.
He's starting to complain like, man, I'm not giving that shit no more. I'm like, what? You donate to everything. Like, where did you get this change of heart? He's like, man, that was a horrible pay-per-view. And then I'm like, you got another horrible one coming up later. Keith Thurman and Barrio.
Yeah, facts. That's a bad one.
Fred, I need a number game. How much do you think that's gonna do?
80,000.
I told my friend 75,000.
Yeah, about 80, 75. But Luis Ortiz is gonna do like 7,000.
Damn, Fred, you ain't put him over 10?
I don't think they're gonna go over 10. How? Who the hell is gonna watch boxing over college football?
Yeah.
And you're gonna be full. You're not even gonna be you.
Yeah.
You wanna even forget that boxing is on.
And it ain't even no spectacular names to even cross over nothing.
I'd rather play spades and talk smack than.
And then this is like a UFC down week. UFC fighting too this week.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, like some no name people. You know what I'm saying? But they fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a lot of competition this weekend. So you saying it ain't gonna even crack 10?
Nah. How? It ain't 10,000 people. I don't see 10,000 people buying the Charles Martin fight. I'll be honest. I don't see it.
Whatever happened with that Brownie fight? Brown? Who won that or that?
Who's that?
The guy with domestic violence.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow?
Yeah, he fights Arthur Better Better
Better knock him out, bro. Better knock him out, bro.
I hope so. That'll be good. He's a bad boy though. Arthur Beterbiev is a bad. He used to be one of my favorite fighters.
I've never seen him fight yet.
He was on PBC. I used to like him.
But the other day,
I've been missing him on that.
That's what we're missing in boxing, man. The other day, I was watching the Duran and Leonard fight. Round 13, round 14 to 15. Oh my God. Man. We missing that, man. We missing it.
Well, Leonard was down on the cards. That's why.
Yes, he was down on the cards.
Yeah, he was anxious.
But it made it so much better. Like, you know, he knew that he was down on the cards, and Duran knew he was up, but he still was fighting like he was down.
Right.
It was a classic, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they exchanged the punches, they eating each other's stuff, and just so much respect in that ring, man. Like, man, no wonder why Duran was walking around like, I swear to God, I thought Duran was black after that after he won, because he didn't want to shake nobody's hand. He was walking around the ring, pushing everybody. I'm like, he Mexican. Like, why is he acting like he's black? Like, he won $1 million. I don't understand it, but that was classic, man. That's what we need, man. We need that. If we can't get Haney and Davis, I would like to see Haney fight. What's his name? Gary Russell Jr.
Yeah.
That way, when he have his little fight in January, he won't be going missing for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Keep him in the flow.
Yeah, we need Gary Russell back.
But that would be a good fight, man. I think Devin and Gary Russell can do some numbers. And Devin put it on himself, and he get all the money.
Right.
What you think about that?
I'm all for that.
What's another fight that you want to see?
Crawford Spence.
Man, that's dead, man.
You think it's dead?
It's dead, man. You see, Bob said it best. Terrence is the worst negotiator. And when you have an ego like him, and he hates every time you say Spence around him. He hates that. It's an ego thing. You know what I'm saying? He hates being second in line to him, but at the end of the day, you ain't putting no work to be in front of him. But it's all an ego thing, and he go play the fight.
Right.
You see, Spence don't care. Spence like, bro, let's get it on, man. Let's get this money.
He just basically, let's fight. Yeah, I think it's not
even about belts. You know, so you see what they doing on this side right here. Let's get this money before they dry it up.
Yeah. Shit, I think Spence. I honestly think Spence and Crawford is the only Well, no, you got the 135s. You got Tank and Haney and Aloma. I think those three are pay-per-view.
We need Spence and Crawford to save boxing.
And we need it. It needs bad. When I say we need Spence Crawford bad, sheesh.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Because haven't you seen like it's like a difference in boxing ever since Wilder lost.
It has, especially in our fan base. Yeah, that's why we need.
You know what I'm saying? It's like a different energy in boxing ever since Wilder left, because he's a people's champion. We had so much invested into him emotionally and everything. And when he lost, we lost. You know what I'm saying? And then we already knew what they was going to do after he lost. You know what I'm saying? But he went out on his shield like he wanted to.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we don't have no boxers like him or Spence that will try to buck the system. Right. Everybody else is falling in line.
Right. Yeah, Wilder.
But you made me late, man. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, dog.
Yep.
All the time. Yeah, feel free to call in. I appreciate you, Queen. Happy birthday. Gonna be out. Hit me up when you get to LA. Hit me. Be great to see you. Be great to meet you for sure. Yeah, man. It's well, what's up, Miss T? Browne got it right or what? What's up with Browne?
I don't know. They said they're negotiating today, but nobody knows what's gonna happen. I think take it because Eddie, I give him this. He pays his people. People happy with his pay, and they get it right after the fight. They don't have to go on no payment plan.
Right.
Oh my goodness, that interview, Fred, that was classic.
Wasn't it? Shout out to that team over there. Shout out to that team over there.
Was that today? Because you know
Yeah.
I'll be late with
it was
shows.
today. It was today. Shout out to that. Shout out to those three. They're great.
Yeah.
They're great not tandem, but triplet. Yeah, it's whatever you want to call it. Triple threat.
You know, there's so many nuggets that man dropped. But the one that I'm gonna just say to you, because I know you got a lot of people that want to call in. You know what got to me is that when he felt trapped, in other words, because I don't want to
trio.
You know, it's Floyd. I don't want to look like I'm hating or what's the other thing that people say, like I'm jealous or you know, those crippling words. They can stop you from protecting yourself in the moment. That shit gotta stop. With all of us. I gotta stop it. I believe everybody gotta stop it. You know, when somebody doing something and you worry so much what it look like, some things you gotta, you know, you can't cross the line. And messing with your money and your career, because in the end of the day, he could probably forgive a lot of stuff, but he can't get over that time he wasted. That he'll never get over.
Man, he would have been a two division champion, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. He was a pro's pro. Like, he was hard to beat. Hard to beat, man.
Sheesh. Did he fight Melina one time?
Fight who?
Melina.
He got knocked out in the last round. He was up 9 rounds to nothing.
That was a fight. That was a fight right there. And right at the end, I don't know what happened.
He got knocked out in the 10th round.
Yeah, right at the end.
I was watching it. Yeah.
And I said as much like about what you were saying about Marcus Browne, because every time I keep seeing that fight, Fred, I honestly try to have my own mind, but I honestly cannot get happy about Marcus Browne because I didn't know about his domestic violence, right? But isn't boxers like supposed to register their hands with the police like as a weapon? Isn't that true?
I heard something about that. Yeah. I've heard a handful of fighters say something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, their hands are registered weapons or considered weapons. So like if they just get in a fisticuff with somebody outside the grocery store, it could be a regular person. It's gonna be the same as if they pulled a gun on somebody. That's how the police gonna look at it.
Oh wow.
So if that is the case, and you could be casual boxer, like, you know, just somebody who come in every blue moon, hit the bag sometimes, not even nothing spectacular, you could kill a woman when you fighting them. Not alone be an Olympian and a professional fighter. It tells me he has a disregard for human life. And that's the shit I can't get behind. That's why I hate like cheating and everything, because that's what it speaks volumes to me like that. You just don't have a regard for human life. How do you be around people and support people like that? I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a good fight, but is it free? Because I'm not paying for it. It's on ESPN Plus.
Yeah. Oh, it's on ESPN Plus? Okay. I don't have that anymore, so I won't be watching it.
I have it now, but I did it for the Crawford fight, you know.
Oh, yeah. But I didn't pay for the Crawford fight. But yeah, if you bought the Crawford fight, I think you got them. I don't know. You had to subscribe to ESPN Plus, correct?
I do. It came with a bundle package.
Gotcha.
But Crawford, I had to pay extra money just to see that, even though I had ESPN Plus. So I'm wondering, is their fight like that? Because definitely, if I gotta pay something, nah, it ain't getting paid. So, what's that fight you said ain't making 10,000?
Luis Ortiz and Charles Martin. It ain't.
You know, I saw him at the Wilder fight. He was in the Nally or something. He had pulled up in front of one of them hotels, and I was like, I know this dude. Like, you know, I'm looking, and he had a car full of women. It's like, oh, when he pulled off, I was like, oh, that's Charles Martin. He said he ain't making no money on that.
Well, whatever his minimum is.
Yeah. Well, that was a good interview, Fred. I'm with you, like, let it breathe. I was happy that Black Fight fans said you could share it. I actually talked about it. I didn't share no clips because the context.
Yeah, I wanted it all together. Yeah, it's strong. It's some strong work, man. It's some strong work.
You got to add him to the nuggets he dropped. I mean, he was saying a lot. I can't wait till the damn book come out. I already set aside some.
Yeah, that book gonna be. Yeah.
$100 on payment.
Right.
But Floyd, it makes that, and I immediately thought of you in your interview with Lonnie B.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, it just, like you say, it's time. You can't, I'm a Christian, and to each his own. But I just believe you can't shit on people, sleep like a baby, and think you're not gonna get the same energy you put out. I'm a believer in that. So, what's up, Kyle?
What's going on, Miss T? What's going down?
Nothing much. I just came in here. This was a hot night tonight.
Yeah, man. I had to handle some business, man. My daughters, they feel like they don't want to go to sleep, so now they keep talking about they hungry. They want to be stronger. They want food to eat stronger, so they getting all cute and shit. So I gotta handle that.
You got to hit them with the lavender Johnson & Johnson soap and lotion at the bath time. That works every time. It works on adults, so I know it works on kids. But yeah, Fred, I ain't gonna hold you up. All right, Kyle.
All right.
I'm anxious to hear what your panels and your guests gonna be saying all night.
Yeah,
I'm up tonight.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right.
Holla. All right. Thank you, Mr. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Big Fred, we gotta have a discussion.
Okay, about what?
So, do you have like the documents about what happened with Marcus Brown?
I'll. You want to go through it now?
Let's do it. Because I want to go through it because I don't really know all this.
Well, let me 817. Then we'll go through it because you're here. What's up, 817?
What's happening? Boy, Kyle hit the nail on the head. That's what I was waiting on. So I'm
gonna wait till 10 o'clock. I was gonna wait till 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I was waiting on because I wouldn't read them. So you know what I'm saying. I wanted to see what was up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying.
What's your thoughts?
My thing is, I want to see was you gonna read the details because generally what I'm seeing is 4 arrests in 18 months. You know what I'm saying, and family violence and domestic violence. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing kick the door down with protective order. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing. And that's what I'm saying is that's what I'm seeing amongst the channels. But what I'm not seeing is the details. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like the details need to be talked about.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that Nipsey, Fred.
Again, at the end of the day,
I'm gonna attempt the V12
to fully try to.
I don't even know what button it is anymore.
Swallow the food. You did, but it's all good.
I got you.
2 Hour Earl is back. God damn it! What they gonna do now?
Say, we know what they gonna do. They gonna duck and wait on the white boy. Hell, you mean, man? Say, look, if y'all didn't see the play coming from a mile away. Bob showed you what the play was, and they was shaking hands and grinning and shit before the Sean fight. That shit wasn't for fun, bruh. That shit wasn't for fun. I told you. This motherfucker named 3 people when he moved up. He ain't fight none of them till he was made to. He not gonna fight nobody till he made to. Earl gonna take all the hard work. But man, anyway, I want you to do your thing, Fred. I want to see the details get read. I want to see how the chat react to it and how everybody else react to it.
Okay, sure.
For sure.
Yeah, I want to see the I want to check the details.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Double check the details. Got to cross my T's and dot my I's, so I can't sleep well. You know what I mean?
Oh man. All right, I'll read it one time. According to New York Daily News, pro boxer Marcus Browne was arrested last Wednesday for allegedly violating an order of protection designed to protect the mother of his child. This is reportedly the 4th time has been arrested for violating a protection order against this individual. In the most recent alleged violation, Browne is accused of pushing his way through a Staten Island, New York apartment after dropping off his child. He also is accused of refusing leaving the premises and arguing with the resident that called 911. Browne was later arraigned and charged with contempt. Bail was $5,000. In January, Browne pled guilty to charges of criminal contempt in the 2nd degree in connection with an attack on the same woman who was his girlfriend at the time. He was sentenced to 26 sessions, batter's intervention, and conditional discharge. The woman was issued full order of protection. The incident pled guilty over happened on September 27, 2018, that when authorities say Browne choked the woman at an apartment they shared in Staten Island. Authorities said that before the choking, Browne kicked a hole in the door and prevented the woman from placing a 911 call. Prior to that incident, Browne was subject of another criminal complaint from the same woman. March 18th, was violating earlier protection, so on and so forth. The order of protection, 2017. So I'm gonna just put the link in there. So that's y'all can read it on your own. So that's pretty much it. And it's for me, it's a serial event. You understand what I'm saying? Where it's just like at some point you got to protect yourself and say, you know what? I've learned my lesson. I'm going to stay away. Can we do these children exchanges at the police department? I don't know why the exchanges aren't done at the police station, so but at the end of the day, I can't root for a fighter I can root for a fighter that's made a mistake and come back, and I can root for anybody that's made a mistake. Black, white, tall, short. We had a white guy who Deacon brought in. I can root for a guy that's made the mistake, come back. In that case, Deacon say he was 100% innocent, but I can root for that person. But 4 times it's just too much for me. It's too much. And in 10 years, if he's done his part in the community, then so be it. But not 1 year removed. I can't move like that. What's up, 817?
Now, to me,
yes,
just to me, right?
Yeah, take your time.
It sounds like a young man, number one, with no guidance, and number two, in one of them can't quit me babies. Myself, I've been involved in a toxic relationship before. You know what I'm saying? And by the grace of God, I was able to escape it without any issues such as these. You did. Sometimes the people that you lay down with ain't the people that you're gonna end up walking with in life. And it's obvious Marcus made some mistakes here. It's obvious he did, right? But I see a lot of young, immature, and dumb. And your stopping point, you know what I'm saying, at your common sense level, my common sense level, you did, maybe our manhood, maybe it's something that turns us away. But it's sometimes I've seen brothers even trying to walk away and get involved in some shit. Right. Keys get took, stand in front of the car, stand in front of the door, the whole nine. You feel what I'm saying? And it's always the perspective of the person that got arrested. None of the background, as far as the argument, none of those things are ever displayed. And I don't even think they matter at this point, because once it gets out, you know what I'm saying? There's no turn back. There's no recourse. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if Deshaun is guilty, but once it got out, there's no turn back. There's no recourse. You know what I'm saying? So the hockey player, his wife said that he was cheating on her and betting on games and physically abusing her. They suspended him and everything else. A whole year later, they found out he wasn't betting on games or nothing. Ain't nothing being said about her claims. I'm not saying that this woman wasn't afflicted. I'm not saying that Marcus did the right thing. You feel what I'm saying? But it's a lot of cats in this chat, I guarantee you, that's been in a toxic relationship and raised their voice, push their woman hand out their face, some shit like that. If the neighbor would have called the laws on you, your ass have been in the same spot. Marcus made the mistake of going back. Thank God he finally got his mind together, got his shit together, and moved to Texas and got on some other shit. But I just think it's a situation where the nigga was young, dumb, and stupid. He didn't beat the shit out of him. He didn't stomp her. He didn't choke her unconsciously.
He didn't kick her damn dog.
He kicked the door in and waited on the police to get there. Sound like a stupid in love nigga to me. But again, you know what I'm saying? It's all context and it's all, you know, what you see and what you expect and what your experiences are. And at the end of the day, like you said, for you, it takes 10 years in the community before you'll give them another shot. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I heard come out of Lady Mouth a minute ago was Christian. And it killed me how all these Christians couldn't forgive, but God gave his only begotten son for the rest of our sins. Everybody that call themselves a Christian and shit can't find their way to forgive for the smallest of shit. More or less something big. And the examples be out all the time. The devout Christianity shit only play when it's in their favor. But I'm a dip. I just felt like all these channels or all these other motherfuckers that's talking about the situation ain't never talk about the details. And then, you know what I'm saying, be honest about shit that's done happened in their own life. And I'm a child that grew up a victim of domestic violence in the home. You dig what I'm saying? So I know the difference. I know the difference. And I ain't one that condoned it. So, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no co-signing going on here for what the fuck he done. But I'm saying, I grew up a victim of it. You hear me? So I know what it looked like. And I know it's two sides to it too. And I know at the end of the day, the responsibility is on the man to make the right decision. And Marcus didn't. So I can respect how you feel, Fred. But I feel like there's context to each and every situation. And people get exhausted with the facts. It's easy to make up opinions. But the facts are exhausting. Shout out to you, light skin, for the win all the time. You hear me?
Man, my dog.
We already know what it is. 2 out Earl, man. If we got to take all the hard work, that's what we do. Texas shoulders broad, baby. We ain't ducking no smoke. Keep calling on the phone. Keep typing on Twitter, nigga. Sucker.
What's up, Hustle's Home? You not ready? Oh, you muted. Are you ready?
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I was putting my headphones on because I knew it was gonna echo in the background. But what's up? How y'all doing, man?
Good, man. We good.
Good to see you back in the crib.
Yeah. Hey, man, look, man. I'm with Fred, bro. Like this, hey, 4 though. You know what I mean? 4 domestic violence, man. Come on, B. When we gonna start making men be men, bro? Like when are we gonna stop copping out for niggas is beating up women, bro? Like it is disgusting. I got 2 daughters. I understand people be like, you gotta be in contacts. You gotta be in contacts. Take it in contacts. But why we can't stand 10 toes down with our woman? We could sit here and fight all these niggas. We could ridicule all these niggas, but we can't even stay solid with our woman. And but don't understand why our women going elsewhere for protection. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I got a mixed feeling because my mom got abused ridiculously by my dad. So I feel somewhat different about the shit. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of nigga that saw no shit like that. And in my mind, say I want to be like my dad. In my mind, I wanted to be like, yo, because at the time I was powerless. I was probably like 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, no woman should never be treated like that, no matter what she say out her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because I'm a 6'3", 260-pound man, and I feel like can't no woman physically do no damage to me. So all the popping off and a bitch slapping you and shit. Like that shit don't hurt me. Like, man, come on, B. So I don't know, man. I feel like nobody should be putting their hands on nobody. I ain't supporting this nigga, bro. I got the same energy with this dude as I had with Sergei Kovalev, bro. Exact energy, bro. I ain't dealing with none of that shit, and I ain't tolerating it. I wouldn't allow my son to do it, so I'm not gonna allow your son to do it. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm with you. Like I'm with you. I'm not watching the fight. You know, I have no nigga. I mean, obviously I'll see it on my timeline when it's over, but you know, I mean, I anyway, I can't watch it anyway. So what the hell?
Yeah, but back to black business.
Yeah.
Back to black business. Where my hoodie at, B? I'm gonna ask you every day. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna ask you every day, my nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
if this nigga TBS go get a hoodie, I'm gonna read through this phone. I'm about to read.
He gonna do something funny.
I'm gonna read through this phone on that motherfucker, man.
And truth be told, I don't. Well, let's see what Kyle before I go into this. Don't trip.
Hey, get 9 wives too, bro. Everybody buy 9 wives.
Oh no, he ain't going to get no. Oh man,
I thought
we disappointed, Kyle. Every time you leave, you come back funnier.
So what?
Every time you leave the screen, you come back funnier. You didn't come back funnier this time.
What you mean funny?
Like we thought you were gonna do something.
I thought you was gonna bust out a TBS hoodie with my name on.
The TV was loud and shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I thought he had.
And I'll say this: I'm not getting in the way of the young man. I'm telling you how I feel, and everyone has a right to feel how they want to feel. You know, it's like when the thing went down on Rolly, I said, hold up, because once I go, I can't go back. And I pulled back, and guess what? Nothing has happened with Rolly. So it was staged. It was 30. We've been on this for 30 days now, 45 days. It was staged.
And then after I heard that Mickey Bey Bey interview this morning, that thing was staged. It made me think about Rolly.
Yeah, Rolly.
Soon as I heard him start talking about how they did stuff, how they did business, I thought about Rolly. See, if Rolly wasn't, I don't know, if Rolly wasn't who he was, I feel like people would stand up with him. You know what I'm saying? Like they take his personal, how they feel about him personal versus defending the facts of the matter. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's why I mess with CC. CC sit there and tell that man how she don't like him, but at the same time she stands solid on what she believe in.
And that was beautiful. That was I enjoyed CC today. She took that interview to the depths of where it needed to be.
Yeah, you know she be touching my soul sometimes when she be talking. She funny, man. I cannot wait to see where that woman's going.
Yeah, hopefully she goes to the top, wherever she's going. Hopefully it's to the apex. You know, because I don't get a chance to watch that show every day because that's my workout times. So I don't get a chance to like watch it like in its duration.
They moved it because they moved the damn time. Remember?
Oh, they moved the time. That what they did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they moved it a little later.
Oh, it's later now. Okay. I don't know, but I usually catch it on replay. If someone timestamps it for me, I don't get a chance to watch it every day live.
Because remember, that's how I even learned about them. It's because of you.
Yeah. They do a great job over there, man. Speaking of people, and I'm pretty sure they've said it. They reformed themselves. You know what I mean? They did their crime, did the time. I did my crime. I did my 2 days. They did their crime. They did. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, life is a beautiful place when you get reprimanded and you have to hold yourself accountable.
All he got to do is come publicly and come up with a statement. Don't dodge nothing that's coming to him.
You can't.
But the media not gonna say nothing to him.
The media won't say anything to it.
Bitches, bro.
But the accountability
he wanted to do an interview. Now listen. Now because I was trying to interview him one time. Now I understand why he don't want it, because now he thinks we're gonna bring that up. That's why he don't want to talk about it.
It has to be brought up. It's part of his history, and he has to confront it. You know, the same way I'm open about my past and the mistakes that I've made. You gotta confront them, man. You gotta confront them. It's so important. You know, I'm free as a bird, man. When I say I'm free, I am 100% free. I ain't got no religion hanging over me. I ain't got no rules or man.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, bro.
No, so
I I heard the brother talking about being Christian and forgiving. I understand that, but he got to understand that that's an organization.
Yeah.
I want to play devil's advocate though, if y'all don't mind.
No, go
ahead. We all got women. I don't, you know what I'm saying? We all got women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the only woman that can get you to that point is the woman you love. Sure. That's it. Can't no other woman get you to that point.
Right.
And you know, so what I'm saying is I need more. You get what I'm saying? I need more information. That article didn't really give us shit. You know what I'm saying? I need some information. Like,
oh, you want like the court documents and all that? Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff.
Hey, I'm gonna ask you a question though. There's two
Yeah.
women that could take you there though. Your mama, have you? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you handle your mama?
Nah, hell nah.
So that means you shouldn't handle your old lady like that. You should handle your look. It's 4 types of women in my life that I will die for right now. My daughters, my mother, my sister, and my grandma. That's these motherfuckers. They could do like on some real shit. Handle your women as if your son, you was teaching your son how to handle women, or handle your women as if you was teaching your daughter how to accept being handled. I don't argue with my kids in front of my wife because I knew. I don't argue with my wife in front of my kids because I knew when I was doing it, my son was disrespecting my wife. My son was disrespecting his sisters. You know what I mean? So you gotta understand, man. I'm gonna forgive him when he stand tall and not hide from it. When he be a man, I'll look to turning the other cheek. As long as he's hiding from it, I don't support that shit, bro. Bottom line.
Yeah, I mean, I can feel you, but I'm gonna say this though, because we sound high and mighty as a motherfucker, man. But now, like being a grown ass man and knowing shit now, I don't even get involved in domestic violence shit.
Nah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Sometimes you can, most times you just can't.
How bad is it when you get in charge with it though? You feel me? You know what I mean? Like, all right, let's say hypothetically,
but hey,
let's hold on. Woman
we gotta say this. I don't think his baby mama is black neither.
So what?
No, nigga. But what I'm saying is, most times when niggas get charged, they don't. A black woman really don't charge a motherfucker. She don't even show up to court most of the times. That's what I'm saying. That's a little different too. It's layers to this shit. You know what I mean? It's layers to it. All I'm saying is, it's layers.
So
you feel me?
So you can defend it blindly, but you can't ridicule it blindly. That's what you're saying.
This is what I'm saying, brother. What I'm saying is this. Being in situations, looking at situations, look on outside looking in, all the whole shit, breaking up shit, getting in the middle, being involved, the whole shit. I gotta know more. That's just me. I mean, y'all can feel how y'all want to feel, but I need more. I want to dig in like an Alabama tick on a hound. I want to get in there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely.
I want to know I want to know everything. I don't want to just know a little bit. I want to know the whole shit. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. Say what you want, but we've all been close. I mean, I speak for my damn self. I speak for myself. I've been close. Let me tell you this. When I was in middle school, right?
Oh, this nigga said middle school. Come on.
No, nigga, I'm telling you the truth. Listen, my homegirl Stephanie. This my homie. She beat the dog shit out of me in class, nigga. I mean, she beat the dog shit out, and I'm over here like, I can't hit a girl, right? And I mean, she beat the dog shit out of me, right? So we go to the counselor's office, and she was gonna try to beat the shit out of me again, right? Man, I had to put them hands on her. I had to give her everything she wanted, bro. I had to. You know what I'm saying? I had to give her everything she wanted. So so that's what I'm saying. We don't know the whole situation.
When you reach back to the 7th grade,
she beat me up worse than I got beat up by dudes. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, lady or no lady, a girl can beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real. And I'd have been in some abusive relationships where I took some punishment. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, I got close.
Yeah, me too. I feel you. I mean, I'm not perfect. I ain't never.
Now, in my line of work, now listen, in my line of work, though, these is bisexual. You know what I'm saying? In the line of work that I'm in, these is bisexual. These grab and hit women and men. You know what I'm saying? I these right here, in the line of work that I'm in, I got to get it to you. Because I'm telling you right now, women, they don't stop. I don't give a fuck what we're talking about. Women, when they get to fighting and cussing and fussing, ain't no stopping them. Sometimes you got to shake a motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to. Listen, I'm telling you, because at the job the other day, man, this lady, she was big as a fucking house. This bitch was big. She's a big bitch. You know what I'm saying? And I always say, I ain't gonna hit a woman, but I'll beat a bitch's ass. So, nigga, she came like this at me, nigga. I squared up with her like, nah, girl, nigga. So all I'm saying is, I want to know the whole situation. I know it's funny. I know I'm making jokes, but I want to know the whole situation because I done seen women, I mean, just beat the dog shit out of a dude. Brother, you know what I'm saying? And nobody give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. A nigga can be battered and whooped on. Nobody gives a fuck. As soon as a nigga grab a chick or choke her out, he wrong. So I want to know the whole story. And this is what I'll say, okay? And I'm going to tell my daughters the same shit. Don't call no man no bitch. And don't put your hands on him. You know what I'm saying? If he don't put his hands on you, don't put your hands on him. I'm saying that's for me. That's how I'm raising my daughters. Don't call them in no bitch. And don't put your hands on nobody unless they put their hands on you. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I wasn't there, so I don't know the whole get down. So I can't judge niggas. But what I will say is this: he dumb, you know what I'm saying, as a motherfucker. But what I'll say is, since then he ain't done shit. Right? The nigga said, all right, fuck this shit. All right, because I done been in a situation where a nigga been in love and a bitch hurt a nigga feelings and shit. And you know what I'm saying? If I didn't have no grandpa in my life or no dad in my life to instill these values in me, the bitch would have been beat the fuck up. That's all I'm saying. But my dad and my grandpa instilled certain values in me that wouldn't allow me to beat the bitch up. You get what I'm saying? But the same can't be said for him probably. His dad probably did the same thing to his mama. You know what I'm saying? So we got to know the whole story. That's all I'm saying to my homies is we got to know the whole story. Peel the onions back. And I'm going to tell you this. I was if you in the Bay Area, you know what the BART is. All right. We was down in the lower level at the BART station. This dude and his female, they getting into it. He grabbing a tussle or whatever, what have you. A white guy come up. Hey, get your hands off that woman. Man, they beat the dog shit out that white man. And I said, see, that's why you mind your own fucking business. I mean, when I tell you they beat the shit out this man, listen, I had my headphones in. I act like I was listening to music. And I was like, nigga, see, this is why you mind your own fucking business. I'm telling you, it's been certain times where I tried to intervene and I seen the shit about to turn on me. I said, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? When I tell you, Fred, they beat the dog shit out this white man. And I bet you he'll never try to help Shaquisha ever again, nigga. Because they beat his motherfucking ass. Man, mind your motherfucking business, man. Fuck him. This is my bitch. P. Yeah, man, you know what I mean? I said, all right, see, this is why you don't get involved. So whenever I see some shit, I just walk the other way. Right or wrong, I don't get involved. That's what I'm saying, because now they done beat your ass. Now they back together again. You know what I'm saying? Now they back. They back to being with each other again. And you done got your ass beat for no fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is what I'm saying. I done seen dudes beat the shit out of a dude that beat up their cousin, their sister, whatever, what have you. Right? Damn near catch cases, and the woman go right back to the man. See, that's why you gotta mind your own fucking business. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you this, unless it's some shit that were you involved with some kids involved, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's hard to get involved, man, because shit turns on you quick. And I done seen it too many times where like shit, my cousin and his girl, they got into it. And I try to like intervene, you know, so he ready to fight me, right? And then You know, you try to help her out, and then she turn on you. Fuck you. I'm like, nigga. So what I'm saying is, man, shit is different. Now, was he wrong? Most likely. But I just need some more facts. That's all I want. And if I get some more facts and it say this motherfucker was dead wrong, okay. But you know, niggas love their mamas. I done seen a nigga beat up a woman because she said, fuck your mama, hope she die. You know what I'm saying? Or fuck your dead mama. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your dead granny. You see what I'm saying? That's the shit I'm talking about. Bitches know how to cut you deep. You know what I'm saying? I done seen a bitch say, fuck your dead grandma. You know what I mean? And the nigga went towards it. You feel what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, men say listen, we have fragile egos. You know what I mean? And everybody can't control themselves the way they need to. And most niggas wasn't taught the right way. You know what I'm saying? In the words of the great philosopher Frederick S. Hawthorne, the gentleman never goes out of style. But sometimes the gentleman is gonna finish last. You know what I mean? Because I'd have been nice to these. I'd have been nice, and they don't give a fuck. As soon as you go upside the head, that it's like are threatened to. Now they change their tune. That's some of the time. You know what I mean? It's too many situations. It's too many variables. So I want to take the time out and really dig in to the case. I want to read like what she said. I want to, you know what I mean? I want to get into it. You know what I mean? Now, you know, was he an emotional ass nigga? Most likely. You know what I mean? But I do want to know what the argument was about. You know what I'm saying? I do want to know that because I done seen women cut a motherfucker deep. So I want to know what the argument was about. You know what I'm saying?
Last words, hustle home. We got it's piling up in the back. Unmute yourself, big dog.
Hey, but yeah, true. I feel you. This nigga said 7th grade, but I feel you. But god dang, like it's domestic though. You know what I mean? It's domestic. That's the only thing that kills me. I understand every situation.
See, hold on real quick, bro. I'm reading the chat. See, y'all misunderstanding what I'm saying. See, y'all misunderstanding what I'm saying. You know what I mean? See, the thing is, man, this is the thing. This is why we have to. This is why we have to teach the young. You train up a child in the way they should go. When they get older, they won't depart from it. You know what I'm saying? If you got to teach everybody how to be respectful. That's the problem. We don't respect each other. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that I'm gonna be okay with a nigga putting his hands on my daughter. But what I'm saying is, if I teach her the right ways to react to certain situations, shit will be different. I'm gonna just let's be real about it though. People are not teaching their kids how to be respectful to one another, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying a nigga can just put his hands on my fucking daughter. What I'm saying is, I'm also going to teach her there is consequences for everybody's actions because everybody wasn't raised not to hit a woman.
True. I'm gonna be out though. I'm gonna holler at y'all. But shoot, hey, it's a great show. I just want to say just one thing, bro. Y'all keep your head up. Y'all do the right thing, you know. And if every man that can hear me, listen to me. Establish respect before you get into real relationships with these women. Because if their woman don't respect you, she gonna disrespect you. Simple as that. Don't have no woman that's willing to disrespect you.
You got to get your hat.
Simple as that.
Got to get your hat.
Simple as that. Just like men ain't being taught, women not being taught neither.
That's what I'm saying.
Me and my wife, we literally raised each other, but one thing we've established throughout the storm is respect. If there's no respect, you gotta be a man. When there's no respect there, then you gotta be a man. That's when you learn how to be a man. It's through the fire. If you gotta learn how to handle disrespect, you can't just fly off and just because she talked about your dead grandma, your grandma ain't hear her. Just because she talked about your dead mama, your mama ain't hear her. She just doing it. You know she cutting you deep for spite because you're not a dumbass, but then you gonna act like a dumbass. It don't make no sense. But salute to everybody. I ain't perfect. I ain't never put my hands on no woman. But I ain't perfect.
Listen, Stephanie had to get these hands.
But nah, look. I read a shirt. I read a shirt one day that said, I ain't never. It was saying something to the point that I didn't say that I won't hit your woman. I said I wouldn't hit my woman. Shit was crazy. But shit, I'm gonna holler at y'all.
Listen,
Fred, stop the violence.
Fred, when I tell you, listen, Fred, Stephanie beat the dog shit out of me in Miss Browne class, bro. The dog shit, bro.
Keon, what's up?
Man, what's going on? What's going on with y'all?
Hey, what's
up?
What's up with it, bro? Very interesting perspective.
What's happening? So, man, I went and read the article, right? And my thing is that ain't none of us in that man's household, ain't none of us in their household. We don't know what was going on. I've seen plenty of situations. I've seen situations with my own eyes where a woman get pissed off, go off the handle. Oh, I'm calling the police, and then say all type of shit that didn't happen. You know, I've seen that happen before. And so, him, when you in that type of situation, he got to be man enough and he got to be strong enough to be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? This woman crazy. I can't deal with her. But I don't know the situation. I don't know, if it was kids involved. I don't know their situation. So I can't sit up here and act like, I was a private investigator and, you know what I'm saying, and saw what was going down. We don't know that. We're not the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, none of that. So with a situation like this, it's kind of hard for me to really even comment on. It's really hard for me because now the situation with Kovalev, that was some whole other shit. Like, we've seen physical evidence. Now I was reading the article, it said that he grabbed her and he, he put his index finger in her forehead. That's what she said. You know what I'm saying? It's two sides to every story. If I don't know if you ain't been around no crazy ass female before, Fred, but I have. You know what I'm saying? I've been around when I was young. I've been around crazy ass females that won't let you leave out the house. You try to get in the car, they hanging all on the car door and all type of shit. So it's different situations. You got to know the situation before we can go, prosecuting this man and saying, oh, he this, and we don't need to do all this. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I read the article and it's just, we don't know the situation. That's basically what it is, and if you never been around no crazy ass female or seen a situation like that, then, you wouldn't understand. But then again, we do got some crazy ass dudes that just like to put their hand on women. I seen, and I'm not gonna name the names, I didn't see some of these niggas' favorite fighters have a female in the corner choking her out. And I was like, yeah, I can't fuck with him no more. And I'm not gonna name who it was. And I was like, yeah, I can't fuck with him no more. So
text me.
Huh?
Text me, so I don't fuck with him either.
Yeah. I'll let you. I'm not gonna say it on here though. But
no. I'm saying, you got my number.
Yeah. So it's certain situations. I just don't know because it's like I think it said that something to the I think it said that he had I think it was like 4 separate cases of violating a restraining order or something like that, right?
Yeah.
It was something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so say if that was his kid's mom, right? Shit happened like that in certain toxic relationships. They not supposed to be around each other. And then, you know what I'm saying, they get back together, they get cool, but the restraining order is still there. But she want him there and he want to be there. They get to fucking around, they get back together, and then it's a toxic relationship. So then the same shit happened. She get pissed off. She called the police. Oh, he did this. So I don't know. It could have been, or he could have been doing it. everything that was said in that article, he could have did that. He could have did more than that, but we don't know. That's the thing. You know, it's no physical evidence out there to show. It's just saying that, you know, he kicked a hole in the wall.
He pled guilty though. He pled guilty to choking her and barricading her in, basically, not letting her.
Also, he said he did it.
Yeah, he pled guilty. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, I didn't know that, you know. So that my whole thing was just like, you know, I needed to know more because, you know, men lie, women lie, but and that's just the facts of it, you know. People lie. Women that get lying there, they'll say anything. I've seen that shit. So, but you know, if he did do that shit, yeah, everything you saying is right, Fred. But my whole thing is just like shit. I don't know. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not no you know, I'm not the judge. I wasn't there. I'm not a private investigator, none of that. But yeah, so you know, but any fight, any man and woman, period. It ain't just men. People, they need to keep if you're adult, man or woman, you need to keep your hands to yourself.
Man,
and I have daughters. I got 3 daughters. You know what I'm saying? And what I tell my daughter, I say, look, I say, don't get into it with no boy. Don't get into it with a boy. Don't get in their face. Don't try to put your hands on. Cause my older daughter, she'll pop off. She'll try to slide a dude. You know what I'm saying? She got hands too. But you know, and then my other 2 youngest ones, I teach them. I say,
is her name Stephanie?
Nah. She ain't. and I teach all my daughters. I said, don't get into it with a man. I said, because if you have a problem with one of these boys, let me know. You know what I'm saying? If don't put your hands on them, don't get into it. I'll handle that. Because we need to teach women that too. Because a lot of these women pop off on the dude. A lot of these women, they think they can, especially now with the social media, because they make it like, oh yeah, you know, I'll swing on the nigga, I'll hit, and they think it's funny. Like, so we need to teach men and women, keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself, you know, and you got to have respect, you know, and a lot of these men need to know, like, they be on it. Social media, like, oh yeah, toxic this and toxic that, especially these young cats, and they think that shit is funny. That shit is not funny. It's nothing cool about none of that shit. And they think, oh yeah, I like a crazy woman. I hear that shit all the time. I don't want no type of crazy woman. I don't want none of that shit. If you a man and you got a crazy woman and you know that, you need to get away from that situation. That ain't it. And if you're a woman and you got a crazy ass dude, the first sign that you see, you need to get out of that situation. You know, but that's the problem. We don't have, I guess, a lot of the parents, we don't have the father figures in the parents.
Modeling.
Yeah. Right. To teach these kids that, you know.
And I say this, it is a such thing as going way too goddamn far too.
Who's that? That's you? Everything Boxing? Yeah.
What was that?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, what'd you say?
No, someone is echoing. That's all. It's Keon.
That's me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What I was saying was, and niggas do go be now. I just watched some on Reggie Owens' page where the nigga got 14 years for just overdoing it. You know what I mean? I mean, the nigga was throwing hella shit at her, like throwing like hella objects, hit her with a chair and all type of just crazy shit. Now that motherfucker there, he need to die. Should be shot, murdered. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, niggas go too fucking far, man. Look at this. She threw a candle at her with some wax in, like that was lit. Threw a fucking chair at her.
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
Don't intercept.
Huh?
If we don't intercept it, and or the judicial system don't punish the man, then it gets progressively worse.
Like me personally, in my younger life, I didn't dealt with so many women when I was younger. Like I know the signs. You can't trick me. Like a lot of women that try to hide that crazy shit. Like you can't trick me. I know the signs. So I just won't deal with you. You know, that's just what it is. You gotta. A lot of dudes, they don't pay attention. They just worried about how a woman look. You know, and they look over all the other shit. So I mean, if you
She's
ignorant
single
enough
for a
to,
reason, K.
huh?
She's
Right.
single for a reason.
And if you look over all of the things that you need to look over, and you got yourself in that situation, well, you know, that's on you. That's on you. But like Marcus Browne and a lot of these fighters, they young still. You know, you learn a lot of that stuff with age. These is kids to us. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, I'm 40 years old, so a lot of these dudes is real young, so they still experiencing different things. But then, like I said, some of y'all favorite fighters, I didn't see him do some shit, and that type of shit is just, you know, ridiculous. I'm talking about when you got just a serious dudes that just like to put their hands and beat on women.
Yeah, I don't think that's Marcus Browne because he got out that situation. We ain't heard nothing about him beating her up or doing a restraining order shit. You know what I mean? Like he's far removed. That's 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't been back. You ain't heard nothing about him in the news about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like,
that's
you
fair.
know, I feel like the nigga learned his lesson. And also, man, like I said, keep your fucking hands to yourself. Both parties. Quit putting your hands on motherfuckers, man.
Yeah. I didn't see, you know, I haven't. I've heard about crazy ass men because I'm not finna sit and let no man just beat on no woman. You know what I'm saying? So we've all heard stories about crazy ass men. I've heard women tell me stories about crazy ass men, but I've seen crazy ass women. I didn't see women, you know what I'm saying, stand in front of the door so you can't leave. Like I said, jump on car hoods. You try to drive off, they ain't letting you close the door, all type of shit. So
Okay, what you been up to, man?
Me?
What you mean? Yeah, you nigga, what you been up to?
I've been doing remodeling this house. I just
Nah,
basically I
nigga,
just
I'm
got
talking about
done.
you got bitches on your hood and
No, I'm
you
not.
dragging bitches in your
I'm
car
just
and
talking
shit.
about.
What's going on over there?
Nah. I'm talking about stuff that I've seen. Now I didn't have when younger. I mean, if you didn't dealt with a lot of women, you've dealt with some crazy ass women. I dealt with some crazy ass women, you know, in my younger life. You know what I'm saying? I have. But you know,
you Sean Kingston, you got these girls suicidal, huh?
I mean, none of that no more. Like I said, you live
You
and
used to
you
lie to them
learn the
women, man. You
signs.
was lying to them women, okay?
You learn the signs not to deal with them type of women. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I've seen some crazy ass women in my lifetime. You know,
But
you
abuse
just learn.
either way is wrong. I don't know why y'all keep giving everybody a pass. Abuse either way is wrong.
Right.
Whether a woman doing it or a man doing it is both wrong, bro. Now, listen, I'm not saying that the nigga right. That's not what I'm saying. I said I need to hear more. I need to know more. That's all I said. Nigga, I ain't say the motherfucker was off the hook. I ain't say the nigga was innocent. I said I need to know more about the situation. Before I judge the situation, I need to know more. Now, what I'm saying is this.
I got more people in there. They
All
piling.
right, I will let somebody
Appreciate
get off for sure. But for sure, man. All right.
Thank you, Kay.
Yeah, for sure.
They keep saying we're making excuses for niggas. We're not making no excuses. I want to know more about the situation.
What's up, man? He's graduating tomorrow. He's getting his master's degree tomorrow.
Oh man! Shout out! Hey, play some noise, Fred, or something.
Play them all.
All right. Quite an introduction. I appreciate it. Thank you, Fred.
No problem.
You know, to be honest, this sounds like Marcus Brown just got some demons. Like just straight up, he just has some demons that he needs to take care of before he, puts himself in another relationship or what have you. Kyle, I understand where you're coming from, but the fact of the matter is that this is 4 times. Like it's one okay. If it's one thing if it were just like 1 or 2 times, but this is 4 times. So there's obviously there's just a lot that he internally isn't getting, and so this woman who's crazy, who called the police on you, all right, the first time, okay, if that's gonna happen the first time, I'm not coming back there. No, but this happens 3 other times to the 4th, and then he still goes over there, and he's still nah, man. Like there has to be some amount of emotional maturity, because that's what it just comes down to. If you're emotionally mature, you're not going to your significant other is going to drive you crazy. Like I don't think anybody can say that, oh yeah, you have a perfect relationship. That's not ever going to happen. But at the same time, it's like, man, you're a boxer. You know what I'm saying? You're a professional boxer. I don't care who you with. You're not supposed to put yourself in a situation to beat on another woman, to beat on anybody outside of your opponent. You get what I'm saying? So I understand where you're coming from, Kyle, about like you want more context. 100% get it. But I honestly don't need any more context. In my opinion, because if after the 4th time, I mean, a restraining order, man, come on. You can't go against the restraining order. Go over there, even if things are okay between you two, then you have to go back to the courts to get that all settled out. Because if police happen to be around, guess what? Now that's your ass, and now it makes it look worse than it potentially it could have been. I don't know if that made any sense, but just in general, like it to me, I don't need to know any more than like, okay, you should have learned your lesson the first time. Stay away from this woman. If you got kids with this woman, obviously, I think he has kids with this woman, so you have to obviously deal with that. The point, what you said, Fred, about getting the kid at like in front of the police station or something like that, that probably would be the. Sorry, y'all. I wasn't sure whether they're paging me or not, but yeah, I think those are my thoughts. If you have anything to say to that.
How?
Yeah, I mean, I understand your sentiment, but you ever you might like this is what I'll say. You may have been taught different things, right?
I got you. Yeah.
You probably been taught how to go through a breakup, right?
Yeah. Right.
He probably haven't. He's probably just emotional. And this is like the more we talk about it, he's just probably emotional, insecure guy that was in love with this woman. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't know how to handle himself. But I mean, to say he can't change is not fair. That's the part that I'm talking about. Him not being able to be, you know what I mean? Like
that's fair.
Let's get him nigga a chance to change. You know what I'm saying? He ain't done shit in 2 years. You know what I mean? Hey.
Okay. No, I mean that's fair. I mean, I think everybody deserves another chance, a second chance, or what have you.
I mean, we ain't, because listen, man, ain't nobody out here walking on water.
That's true.
Yeah, but we're not. You can't compare no one ain't walking on water to compare being 4 times. Like you got.
But listen, Fred, you got the court documents, right?
I don't feel like going through them. It's late in the show, but yeah,
man. Because I wanted to see, like, because they said 4 times, right? But I want to know did he put his hands on her in them other times?
He choked her on the third time, so which
Yeah,
means
bro.
the first two didn't help. The first 2 times didn't help. So I mean, he's a wealthy athlete, you know, comparatively speaking to people like us who work every day, you know. So he had a lawyer. The lawyer did well, and he's gotten away with it. So this is a gateway situation. What's going to happen to him when he can't afford that lawyer, or he gets angry again, or you know, like I just at the end of the day, I hope that it works out for everybody involved, you know. And I think these are important conversations for mostly men to have. It's mostly men in here,
Yeah.
and I have no qualms with Marcus Browne. I don't. If I ever see him, I'm going to tell him the same energy. Like I have my issues with you because you have 4 domestic violence charges, and I've never had like I've never even come close. Like, as weird as this may sound to some of y'all, I've never come close to hitting a woman. I don't even argue with women. As weird as this may sound, I don't argue with women. Don't. You respect my masculinity. There's a line I won't. There's a line I won't cross, and there's a line you can't cross. And I have those boundaries with damn near every woman in my life, including my mother. I don't come close. I've never come close. Never come close in my life. In my adult life, I can't remember my childhood, but in my adult life, no.
It's similar.
Yeah.
I mean, culturally speaking, like my family's Nigerian, from Nigeria, so like we're taught very early. It's like, hey, you know, you're just me being the firstborn to just like you have a responsibility to show a good example to your siblings, and that was like put on me, like literally at 5, like 5 years old. This is not. It's not a like something I should take lightly. It was a big responsibility. So understanding that is like I have to, you know, try my best to be the best version of myself in front of my siblings, and not do that. Like it's, you know, females. Obviously, you have to be quite honest. Everybody knows that, and this is nothing against the chat. Any of the females in the chat is that y'all know how to get under our skin. Like I'm sorry, like it's that's the truth of the matter. Y'all know how to get under our skin. People who love you know how to get under your skin, but you still can't. You gotta be, emotionally mature enough to go. Now I'm not gonna move towards physical, doing something in the physical. You know what I'm saying? Or even, you know, verbal to a degree. You know, you just want to shut that down. You're just like, no, I'm not playing with that. Because then what's always going to happen, no matter what the situation, no matter what the context, is that the police is going to come. They're going to look at you. They're going to look at her. And no matter what the context is, short of her having a gun to your head, they're going to side with her. So there's no point. You know what I'm saying? So there's no point. So I'm sure like domestically it wasn't you know, domestic bliss. It's just it's just a bad look all around. It's a bad look all around.
Lose-lose situation.
Exactly.
For a man, it's a lose-lose. Don't put
Exactly.
yourself in a compromised position. That's why do your best to own where you live, own where you play, own where you work. You know, so you don't have to. But you know, I just want us to understand. I mean, you're not gonna win with a woman. Like I've never shooken a woman. Like, you know how people say I've never shaken a woman. I've never. No, man. Like I'm telling you, man. Like, there's a line I won't cross. I'll walk away. Like, I'm not prideful like that. Like, I got to get the last word in or debate. I couldn't tell you the last time a woman raised her voice at me. I'm being honest. Like, it don't happen as weird as this may sound, it don't happen in my life. I don't know no woman that would raise their voice at me. My mama wouldn't even raise her voice at me. Like, I don't raise, like, it's just, Dre would never raise it. We don't articulate. Like we don't. It's weird. I mean, it may be an anomaly, but
well, I mean,
raise a voice. My female friends wouldn't even raise that. It just wouldn't happen.
I'm actually that type too, Fred. And I'm just gonna end it right here. I'm kind of like that, where I'm just I'm not into the whole arguing like loud throughout shouting over the other person, because at the end of the day, it doesn't like, I don't know. I guess my parents taught me well just to try to be more of a problem solver than anything else. All right, that's it, yo.
Appreciate you. All right, thank you, man. Congratulations again as well. What's up, DJ? You fell asleep while you was waiting? Oh, there you go.
No, I'm here, man. I'm here. I just had to take it off mute. Listen, where Kyle go? No, anywho.
He'll come back. He'll jump back on.
Yeah, he got that great value internet. I keep trying to tell him.
He back.
The point I think a lot of people keep missing, and Village Brother said it, is this shit happened 4 times, right? Once, understandable. Shit got hot, heat of the moment. You know what I mean? Take your lumps, move on. I don't know about y'all, but it's certain shit to me that ends the relationship indefinitely. You call the police on me, it's over. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. Hand the kids off to my sister, your sister. We'll figure out something else. I don't want to see you call the police on me. Whatever we was arguing about, you felt like you had to call the police on me. You felt in danger. That's why you called the police. You felt in danger. You felt I was going to do whatever to you. So once you call the police on me, once once a girl pull a knife on you, pull a gun out on you, any type of shit like that, where it's got to get to that level of violence, and the police got to be called, the shit is over. It's not going to happen 3 more times. We're not going to be in that same situation for that shit to happen 3 more times. My guy 817 said he might have had one of them can't quit me babies. He kept going back. She kept taking him back, but he kept going back. If it was like that, once I separate from you, there's nothing that's going to get me to go back to you. I'm going to call my sister or my cousin. Hey, can you go get my kids? I can't go over there to her. Remember what happened last time? She sent me to fucking jail. I'm not going to get all into my background, but I have zero tolerance for that shit. You know what I mean? Especially when it keeps happening. Anybody going to keep saying the same shit about you and it not be true? My sisters and I were raised to protect each other. Now, I've had to knock a bitch out for my sister before when they tried to jump her. Yeah. But there's nothing my wife, who I watched push out 2 of my kids, there's nothing she can ever say to me to make me punch her or choke her, punch her in the face or choke her. There's nothing she can ever say to me that'll get it to that point. Nothing. I'll leave and we'll figure out what to do with the kids. Because if you're willing to go to that point, if you're willing to stoop that low to win an argument, you don't respect me. You feel that comfortable to say that to me. I talk to people like that in the street who I don't know, who I don't sleep with, who I don't pay their bills. If you're willing to go that low, and I don't know them enough to respect it, if you're willing to go that low with me, you don't respect me. And we can't do this. Where there's no respect and trust, there is no relationship. I just can't do it, man. I can't do it. I wouldn't have been in that situation. Once she called the police on me once, there's nothing else to talk about besides how we're going to figure out what to do with our kids. And there's nothing she could ever say to me to make me want to put my hands on her, because I watched her push out 2 of my kids. Like, we're fathers. Well, I'm pretty sure everybody who's a father in this chat and listening to this show was probably there during the delivery. You've seen what they go through. There's nothing a woman who pushes out my kids can ever say to me to make me want to hit her. Now I get it. Everybody keep your hands to yourself. That's how I'm raising my daughters. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch him. This little boy was picking on my daughter at school. She punched him in the face and broke his nose.
That a girl.
Now, see, where she got in trouble is she started fucking with him first. Keep your hands to yourself. Because my daughter's 5'5" and 108 pounds at 8 years old. She's bigger than the rest of the kids. So she broke his nose. And I had to talk to his mama about that. We had to figure out some shit. But I tell you one thing, he won't fuck with her no more.
That's definitely for sure. Listen, DJ.
They moved to a completely different classroom, man. But anyway, I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna get too deep off into it. But
hey, listen. They even changed our classes. Me and Stephanie was in the same class in the next 2 days.
And Kyle, to your situation, there was a girl who used to fuck with me. I found out later she liked me. That's why she used to fuck with me like that. But I had 2 cousins. One of my sisters beat the dog shit out that bitch.
Yeah, I ain't had no girl
cousins. I ain't ever had to worry about no girl hitting me, none of that shit, because I had too many girl cousins. I had 3 sisters. I ain't ever had to worry about that type of shit.
See, but that's what I'm saying though. I didn't have no sisters. I had 2 cousins. They live 3-4 hours away. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Shit, everything is different. So that's what I'm saying. We gotta just understand that part. Now, the nigga ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying the nigga right. I'm just saying, when do we say, all right, I forget a nigga? You know what I'm saying? All right, I can get a nigga past now. It's been 2 years. He ain't done shit.
You went back 3 more times. And like,
yeah, I mean, listen, man. Listen.
I think it was Billy's brother.
We all been stuck on stupid and glued to dumb for a female. We all listen. We all okay. Fred, you an outlier. Fred is the outlier. Fred ain't never been in love with a bitch that didn't belong to him. Listen, we all fell in love with a bitch that didn't belong to us. That's a fact. Well, I speak for my goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? I done fell in love with a bitch, you know what I'm saying, that I had no business being in love with. And that shit hurt. It hurt like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Did I want to beat her up? You damn right. But did I? Hell no. But what I'm saying is, niggas, everybody handles heartbreak differently. You know what I'm saying? He probably gave the bitch everything he had. And she dogged it. She probably could have just had a nigga in the house, you know, and the nigga, she just left the house. He walked up, nigga just left after they just made up. You know, it's just a whole lot of shit. I'm saying, nigga's emotional. He was soft. But what I'm saying is, it's been 2 years.
Niggas soft. Niggas soft and throw tantrums.
But it's been 2 years though.
Tantrums like fucking kids, man. And Presidential Mike, you keep saying that everybody's speaking from the age that they are now. I was 21 and had that fucking sense. Once a bitch try to cut me, stab me, call the police on me, the shit is over. It's over. You make it's over. The judge broke us up. It's over.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this though, DJ. I done had some coochie that I had to go back to.
Oh shit!
I done had some coochie that I had to go back to. Listen, I'm telling you, man. I'm just being 100% transparent. You know what I'm saying? It was I had some coochie that I went back to that I had no business going back to.
A lot of dudes get whipped like that, man. But it gets to a point to where it ain't worth it. Cause you gonna get me locked up. You gonna get me locked up. You gonna be getting.
It took him 4 times to realize that.
Man, some dudes ain't got the sense God gave a goat.
No, hey, listen. That could be true. But when do we say, all right, cool, let's forget it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm saying the Sergei Kovalev shit. I mean, they crucified Marcus Browne. That Sergei Kovalev shit was way worse.
Just like I hope, what's his name, man? The football player from Seattle, the white dude from Seattle who beat up his girlfriend. I hope they bending that motherfucker over right now. I hope they bending him over. I hope somebody got their hands on him and he got the dog shit brutally beaten out of him like what's gonna happen to Marcus Browne tomorrow. Besides everything else, he fighting the Terminator. You understand that, right? Have you seen Artur Beterbiev? Have you seen him fight? My man's the Terminator, dog. No matter how.
But listen, he ain't fought nobody on Marcus Browne level, man.
Marcus Browne, man, listen, dog. Listen. He finna fuck Marcus Browne up, man.
We got wings on it, nigga.
Yeah. I told you, man, he finna fuck him up, dog. It ain't just gonna be a knockout.
We got wings on it, nigga. We got wings on it. I'd have been known to take wings from a nigga named DJ any fucking way.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. It's all right. It's a new day. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold you too long. I just want to say that, dog. Ain't nothing my wife will ever say to me, dog, to make me want to put my hands on. But yeah, man, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one, man.
DJ, that's because you solid. That's because you securing your manhood. Most niggas ain't. And I'm gonna tell you this.
Yeah, most niggas is kids. Most niggas is kids. You right.
I'm just keeping it a buck, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna say this, Fred. We can exclude you out the way. That nigga probably fell in love late. You know what I'm saying? And that was probably the first time that nigga really was in love, and he didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? And that shit happens.
Man, Kyle, that nigga tender dick, man. I'm out of here, dog.
Hey, he a tender dick ass nigga, but I'm just saying, shit. Nigga soft. We know that.
Appreciate you. Thank you, DJ. I'll share this story with you guys. I don't know which came first. Let's see. No, this came first. 1996, my first year at Whittier College. In college, you have two people to a dorm room, right? And I was smashing this girl. And at night, because you don't want people to know you smashing, you know what I mean? So you leave the door open, right? But she had a roommate. And maybe it comes from this situation. That's why I'm sharing it with you. I don't know. I have no idea why I haven't had no incidents with women ever in my life. But this I was 1996, so I was 19. I used to go in her room and just walk in and jump in her bed, smash her, and go back to we all lived on a third floor at Stauffer and Whittier College. And then about the 5th or 10th time, I don't know when it was, I get a call from the dean. And the dean, Dave Leonard, I'll never forget. He went to University of Syracuse. And I can see I can literally see his office with all the degrees on it right now. And he says, you were did you try and rape this girl? I says, what? How embarrassing. I had to tell the dean, no, I'm having sex with her roommate. And the roommate wanted to have sex with me. Probably the sounds, I don't know, who cares? But she wanted me at by the end of the year, I found out that she wanted to have sex with me, right?
Why she just didn't say that?
No, but so I understand the context in which you say. So I don't know if it's subconsciously or whatever it is. I've never put myself in a position to lose. Like I've never, I don't even maneuver like that. If like self-preservation is the law of the land, right? So if there is a altercation with a woman and she's crazy or come off like that, I'm gone. And I think I was 19 when I went to jail, 19 or 20. It was summer of 97. So yeah, I was 20 going into my 20th birthday. and that shit scared me straight. You know what I mean? It scared me straight, man. And maybe it's those two incidents. I don't yell at one. I don't have to at 44. I'm not yelling at no woman, dog. Like, I'm so secure in my life. Like, see you later. I'm gone. I'm not arguing with no man. I don't even know the last time I argued with a man. Like, no, we'll just disagree, but I'm not gonna sit and argue with you for 30 minutes. Like, nah, I'm going home. Going home. So I couldn't tell you the last argument I've gotten into. You know, so and these aren't no made up stories, but that's my life, man. And it comes off as rare based off of the chat, but I don't have to deal with. And I have tenants in every social economic demographic, and I would say 70% of them are, yeah, I would say about 60% of them are single parent homes. You know, single parent homes. What's up, 817? Single parent homes. And so I don't know. It's just I've never put I'm always conscientious of it. You know, I'm always like, I don't want to put myself in position where I have to be compromised. And I do that in real life. You want my credential? Take it. I don't want it. I'm not ever coming back, because I know if I come back, you're going to sabotage. Why don't Fred take free tickets? Because I think it's a setup. Like, I'm not taking your free ticket. I'm about to go buy this $100 ticket, sit in this 100 section, watch the fight. I'm just being honest, man. That's how I think. That's how I operate. You know what I mean? And it's, you know, it's just how I move now, you know. And what's up, 817?
I move just like that now, Fred. But I had to get to this point. I move just like that, Fred. But I have to get to this point. That's one of the things that I agree with you on. That's one of the things I identify with you on. That's one of the things I respect about you. You feel what I'm saying? You can tell whoever to kiss your ass because you're not dependent upon them. You dig what I'm saying? You made your own way. That's the one thing we identify with. But I was gonna ask, you ain't never had no coochie on foreign land?
Oh man, yeah.
All right. So
hey, let me tell you something. Oh man, that's why my dudes, I was the king of the aspects. Oh my God. Like, listen, Fred, man, listen. Anybody that went to Whittier College between 96 and 2000, I probably knocked down half my school, man. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not lying.
So in them situations, you was lucky enough, like, think about it, when you was on foreign land. And what I mean by that is like at her spot.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Not in control of the situation. You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, you was lucky in them times that nothing else popped off. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh, I'm very fortunate. And but the situation is different. Like, I mean, I've turned down so much pussy. Like, man, come on, man. Especially now, I'm 44. I'm very secure. I'm masculine. I get hit on at least once a week. Like, I'm in everybody's gym. Come on, man. Like, I
feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you, but
now, but I get what you're saying as an adolescent or as a young adult, you know.
Right, as a young adult, as a young man, as a young adult, because during them times you was at Whittier College are the same years that we talking about this young man having these experiences with this young lady. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just, I mean, you were 18 to 22 when you was going to college, and this nigga was 22 to 23. So he at the edge of it, at the end of it. He's grown enough to know better. You know what I mean? Hey man, I agree with my boy DJ. He dumb in the motherfucker. When the motherfucker call on you, it's over with. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, hey, if I gotta drop the kids off, because you know, you get thinking about situations, right? Because there's kids involved, right? So let's say by court order, you gotta have the kids back by this time or whatever. You got a little visitation or whatever. That's how it went down. Drop them off at the police station if family can't drop them off. You know what I'm saying? Instead of you going back.
Hey, can I say this, bro?
Mm-hmm.
He damn near ain't got no excuse, but that nigga was almost 20. That nigga was 28. He's almost 30 years old. Cause
Facts. Hey, look here. Age don't matter. He was dumb. He was tender dick. Let's just get that out the way, right? Age don't matter. He's tender dick. Now you can have a little more understanding when you're younger. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, adolescence, you put yourself in different situations. Like I was saying, Fred even said, I done had some coochie on foreign land. I done had it happen to me and have to run out the house thinking everything was cool, but a motherfucking dude was coming back. You dig what I'm saying? It's just sometimes you put yourself in precarious positions, and that's what this fool did multiple times. You feel what I'm saying? He put himself in a precarious position so that it would happen, Fred. You dig what I'm saying?
He had 2
Didn't
kids
happen
with
to,
it too, I think, right?
right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, he had 2 kids with her. You go back twice after the law's been called on you. You know what I'm saying? You're constantly making bad decisions. You made a bad one after having a baby with her the first time because y'all just didn't start arguing after that second baby that one time. This
And she knows the buttons to push, and she knows you. Like she knows, like how to set you off.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's my sentiment.
No,
bro.
but here's the catch. Not only does she knows how to set you off, you have enough experience because you've been caught once, maybe twice. The law is on her side.
But you've been arguing with this woman for longer than that. You know what I'm saying? Back and forth, Fred. So so this is a culture that has become, or an environment that has become normal to you. You feel what I'm saying? Having back and forth with this lady. Now the people that call the law on your ass next door, that's not normal. That's not how they communicate. See, they had a motherfucker like you and your wife that stayed next door. Damn, listen to how they communicating to each other. Something going on. The first 2 times wasn't nothing going on. You feel what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing going on enough for enough for. Well, I ain't gonna say wasn't nothing going on because motherfucker kicked the door. Kicked the door with it. So again, it's just ignorant, bro. Just ignorant and tender dick. That's all you can say. You did. But I'm not gonna label this man a woman beater, like, you know what I'm saying, like some shit that I done seen. I done seen some eyes blacked and all that, and I'm like you, Fred. Hey, you know, if it don't stop now, it'll get to this point. But then you have to take into context, like Kyle said, hey, man, you know, he can remove himself and he ain't done shit since. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep our fingers crossed that it don't happen again and that he continue to trend upward. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as support and your dollars, you know, that's a moral decision. I'll never sit up and tell nobody morally what decision to make. You feel what I'm saying? Because everybody work hard for that dollar. I get it, you know. But it's just context. And one more thing, you know, DJ say, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing my woman can make or say to me to make me want to put my hands on her. Say, man, if Cookie would have slapped the shit out of Magic Johnson when he told her he had that shit, I wouldn't have been mad at her. You know what I'm saying, bro? Say, man, motherfucker can come home. You can come home from the doctor, find out you got genital herpes and your old lady in the house fucking somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's all kinds of situations, man. Don't never say what you won't do. Don't never say that.
And listen, what if she would have told the nigga, "This why the baby ain't yours"?
I was thinking that too. He talking about them 2 kids. He talking about them 2 kids. Fuck around and find out them 2 kids ain't yours.
Yeah, but you also understand, you know who you're dealing with. You got to know your opponent.
Right, but I'm saying though, you hear how DJ talked about his opponent? You feel what I'm saying? You hear how he talked about his wife? He talked about his wife glowingly, and I'm not saying that the woman ain't earned it, bro. I'm not saying that the woman ain't earned it. I'm just saying it's other brothers out there that felt the very same way and talked themselves in the midst of some shit. There's always an extreme situation, so just be careful of saying what you won't do. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna tell you a story real quick, and I'm gonna record Lincoln tomorrow, so watch my stories. You know what Lincoln thought 7-Eleven was? He thought it was a restaurant. You know why Lincoln thought it was a restaurant? Lincoln thought it was a restaurant because I've never taken him. Reason why I've never taken him is because it's a 24-hour store. What happens at a 24-hour store? You get everything pushing it. I don't put myself in positions where it got to be me or you. When I go to the gas station, the woman my mom don't go to the gas station with me. I take her car. She's the only one with a gas car. I take her car. I go to the gas station. I fill up the gas tank and I come back. I don't put people in compromised position where it got to be me or you. That's just how my brain works. I don't move like, oh, okay, we're going to take this chance. I ain't taking that chance. If that club got shot up last week and get shot up this week, we going somewhere else. If I'm not, I'm just different like that. Like, hey,
you're an outlier.
I don't know. You can have all the herpes. You can have all the AIDS. Man, listen, I'm gone. I'm going to deal with that pain at my best friend's house. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's just who I am, you know. And
hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I done had some toxic before and had to get away from it. I done had a motherfucker stand in front of the door and not let me go. I done had a motherfucker grab a knife and tell me she was gonna stab me. And I told her, say, if you take 2 steps towards me, you're gonna regret it, and was blocking off the door. The motherfucker dropped the knife and called 911 and told him I threatened her.
Yeah, I
Say,
understand.
and some kids saved me. Some kids that was there saved me. And this wasn't even a woman I was fucking with. The woman I was fucking with had left and went to the store, bro. I was asleep.
I understand. I'm partly fortunate too. Like I'm not gonna sit and say like I'm just this perfect man. That's not what I'm articulating, y'all. Yeah, some luck, some fortunate, some things, but I just
hey, you control your situation too. Hey, that's facts. You know what I'm saying? Like they tell you always, hey man, I always try to make sure I back in anywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to see what's going around me. I never sit with my back towards the door when I'm in a restaurant.
Never.
You know, manly things. You never let your lady never gets out and goes into any store. You know what I mean? You keep her where you can see her in the car if those situations have to go down. You dig? I never let my lady go into the grocery store by herself. We go
I
in
don't let my
together.
woman pump gas, man. I seen
My
niggas let
woman
their
never
woman
pumps
pump
gas.
gas while they stay in the car.
Facts. But you'll see a lot of these young ladies getting out of the car with the dude in the passenger seat and they pumping gas running in the store while he on the phone.
Yeah, I understand. And 2 or 3, whatever number I'm on, because I stay dangerous. I don't want to put the other person in position. Like I told you guys a story. I was at the 7-Eleven and I saw 2 dudes pull up with some red, whatever it is. I was in Inglewood. Inglewood is a blood city, in case no one want to know. I saw 2 people pull up, 2 kids pull. I was at the 7-Eleven on Manchester and right by Inglewood High School. Okay. I had stopped there. I was going to go pick Lincoln up from school. And I had stopped there. I was thirsty, man. I wanted a Gatorade. And I saw these 2 guys not pull up. They walked in, they turned the corner, and so I know they're from the neighborhood and they colors. I just pulled off. And I have every right to go into that 7-Eleven and get what I need. But I'm in $100,000 car. I don't know where they come from. I'll just catch it. I'll just go to another store. You know, because I know it's got to be them or me. You understand what I'm saying? Or it's going to be 2 funerals. You get what I'm saying? Like, and so I say, you know, as opposed to me putting myself in position in the thought of it happening, I don't do it. It's like I have my Honda. Y'all laughed at me last time. When I in my Honda at nighttime, I don't drive down King Boulevard. I get off the 10 freeway at Crenshaw and come straight up.
Makes sense.
Because I just don't want to put myself in that. I remember some of y'all was laughing at me in the chat that night. I just don't want to put there's a police station on King Boulevard in Dinker, right? Martin Luther King is a great street because it merges and it cuts my drive time by at least 5 minutes, right? And if I'm in my Honda, I won't do it. If I'm in my Tesla, I'll drive down King Boulevard, but I won't do it in my Honda because I don't want them saying, "Oh man, you look like a whoever." You know, you on probation, you know, so maybe I'm too cautious.
You know, they're going to profile you in the Honda.
Profile me. They'll profile
They're not
me.
going to profile you in the Tesla. They're going to let you go. They figure you about business. Hey, look, I live in the colony, Fred. I mean, I know it's different, but here in Texas, I live in the colony. I'm from Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised in Fort Worth.
Right.
But I've moved out to Dallas, and then I've moved out to the colony, which is like 5-10 minutes away from Frisco. Like I can see the star. If I jump on the freeway, like Nebraska Furniture Mart is like right across from where I live. It's a it's a you know, a nicer area. You dig?
Right.
One of the Dallas Cowboys got pulled over here not too long ago, right on the side of the freeway, 121. You know why he got profiled? Because he was riding the side of the expressway at 3:00 in the morning. Hey, they put that expressway there for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They want your money. And by you trying to save a buck, you put yourself in the target zone. You know what I'm saying? So I'll ride the tollway. If I'm moving around late, which most of the time I am, I'm on the tollway, bro. where all the other paying customers, where the $100,000 Tesla is and everything else. My car, nice 50 grand, that's cool. But I'm on there with a $100,000 Tesla, and I'm gonna pay that toll because I'm not gonna take that chance. You know what I'm saying? I know the lay of the land, so I respect it. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's the same way when I go to the hood. It's the same way. I know not to go on Tucker and be hanging out too long.
I don't fuck around.
Right. Go over to my mama's house. If I gotta go to the store, I'm gonna stop at the store outside the hood. As if I gotta go to the store in the hood, I'm gonna be amongst hood shit. And ain't no telling what might go down. So
I'll tell you guys another story. So for those you don't know, I own property on the Blade. I own property on the Blade, right? And a girl, it's a cop across the street going in opposite direction. I'm coming on to Figueroa, right? A girl knocks on my passengers. I'm like, oh shit. They just bold and shit. They just bold. Knocking on them. I'm like, no, what the hell? No. Like, I'm like, and the cop is like, because it's like, I'm going this way. The cop is coming this way, and she's banging on my window. I'm like, I'm looking at the cop, I'm like, no, like, I'm like, oh shit. The cop pulled me over, and I says, fuck, man. I says, listen, officer, I swear before God, I own this property. I gave him the address and everything. Thank God I own that property, dog. Like, I swear before God. That, man, listen, man, I was like, damn, like, you can't win for losing. So maybe it's all these examples in my life, you know what I mean, that prepares me for situations like this where I'm overly analytical on things, you know what I mean? And I was scared shitless. I'm like, how the hell I'm gonna get a charge? And I'm not, no, I ain't fuck with no girl on Figueroa. And Figueroa is the Blade, and I own a property on, well, I own a few of them, but I was coming off of the one off Century. I literally own a property on Century, right? And if you know Century, you know that's literally on the Blade, you know what I mean? So, and I was like, fuck. And so it worked out. It worked out well because I was in my Tesla, and I said, no, that's my address. That's where I was coming from, man. I was just doing some repairs and what have you. But yeah, man. So you just don't know. So I agree. You just don't know, because that could have went the other way, because 77 precinct is just overloaded, right? They just overloaded with work. So I thank God it worked out in my favor, you know?
And Fred, I got one more question I was never able to ask you, bro.
Man, you said that 7 questions ago, but go ahead.
Yeah.
My bad. It's the one thing I never been able to ask Fred, and I always wanted to ask him.
Yeah.
Right? When you said that you voted for yourself, Fred.
Yes.
Now, the only thing I had a bone to pick about that is you got a great platform. You hear me?
Yeah.
So Frederick Hawthorne, if you would have used your platform,
S Hawthorne. Don't forget the
Frederick S. Hawthorne, my brother. If you would have used your platform to amplify your story and everything that you've been through and everything that you built, you feel me? And said that I think I got some answers to help fix it.
Oh shit.
And then when it voted for yourself, Fred, then it would have made sense to me. But when you didn't, hey, I get it. You didn't feel like Biden was good enough to vote for. You didn't feel like Trump was good enough to vote for. But Fred, if it's like that, don't vote, because it was selfish just to keep the vote to yourself and to nominate yourself, because you ain't let the rest of us know that you felt like
you showed my ballot.
But I'm saying, I'm talking about us though beforehand, Fred. You feel what I'm saying?
But 817, you know we live in California, right?
Right.
The election already be done. They don't even they don't count California votes, man.
National elections.
Hey, look. I mean, I hear the argument and stuff, but I'm just saying that. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, Fred, man, if you let the rest of us know that you're running for president, I can get you voting for your damn self. But how you gonna vote for yourself and only keep that to yourself? You know what I'm saying? And not, he did
tell niggas he was voting for himself the whole time.
But he ain't campaign for himself.
Oh,
He
no.
ain't campaign to us for himself on his platform. That's my only thing.
Next time I
I've been
will.
thinking about that.
Next time I will. Next
I
time.
voted for that nigga.
Because I ain't voting for nobody again. I don't think I'm voting for nobody again. And that's the sad part. This is how entrenched we are as Democrats. I show my ballot one day I said, look, I'm voting for myself. Look, I wrote my name in. You see it? I circled the dot and I voted my name in. Don't you know the chat still said I voted for Trump? Can you believe that? I'm like, I showed you my ballot. Like, see my name? You see? Like, this is me. Man, you can't. I couldn't have won for losing anyway. I
hear that. I mean,
they said
because
because
they
if
felt
you
like
didn't
a
vote
vote.
for Biden, you voted for Trump. That's
Right,
yeah.
right. And he ain't vote for either. You know what I'm saying? I got that. I dug that. He ain't vote for either. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if you're gonna vote for yourself, say, man, go ahead and campaign the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, as fucked up as it may seem, as funny as it may seem to people out in the chat, me saying this or whatever, this brother might have had some answers. This brother might have been able to do some shit that we've been expecting for others to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's all. So next time, Fred, campaign, brother.
Facts.
It's all love, man. Hey, we all learned something tonight. You know what I'm saying? Don't be tender dick.
Yeah.
And don't be tender dick. And it ain't no reason to put your hands on a woman, man.
Appreciate you. Yeah. For
Respect.
sure. All the time. Thank you, dog. And I'm gonna tell you what I learned from that experience. And you can ask PPD on this. I go down I don't take Fig. I don't drive down that street no more. Nothing. I take 98. If you guys are familiar with LA, 98th is like a throughway, right? I go down 98th now. I ain't taking no zigzags, no nothing down 98. I think me and Jarvis had this conversation. I take 98th. I'll whip around for 2 blocks on Fig to get the Century. Boom, and I'm gone. But I ain't because it's on this side of the street. It's on the west side of the street. So, but it's just we got Picasso and then we got everything boxing. We getting out of here. What's up, Picasso?
Hey, I had a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna try to make it quick.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you, like say you're in that neighborhood and you see where it's bad, you can go places and get caught up. If you're with a woman and you know that she's a crazy woman, of course, that's the clue to leave, right? But if you're in that bad neighborhood and that clue to leave, you still stayed, right? I was trying to make a similarity with that, and sometimes, I mean, I was just looking at it and I said, but it's a difference that you're talking about property over here and the woman over there. But I don't know. Everybody can look at that and come up with something. But it's the other. I'm gonna skip to another thing. The other thing is when you're in the hood, I've been raised in the hood like I was, projects and so on. All I known was those hood girls. And all I was trying to go after was that hood girl that was more hood than any of the other ones, right? So I ended up marrying one, and that was the worst thing that I could do. But mind you, I grew up where my daddy was abusive, and I was just on the phone with my mom earlier, and she was telling me about in the Bible it said honor your mother and your father, and right away I had to cut off. I don't cut my mom off like that, but I had to cut off and I said, Mom, where is honoring your father? How is it that you can honor your father when I saw you with a black eye, wearing shades out in public, you know? And I said, there's no honor there. I said, and I got my feelings towards my dad and the things that he said in the past to me that let me know that he's on the, he's Looney Tune. Because I don't know, he was in the military and all that stuff, and I think he went to the stockade in there. He a bad boy, right? And as far as I remember, he was always like this gangster or whatever, and hitting up the clubs and all kind of things happened there. But that's where I came from. So when I chose a woman, I chose that type of woman. It took me a while to get to a point to where, it's a difference. I never was taught that, about keeping your hands off a woman and nothing like that. I had to learn on my own. But I got into it with one girl back in my lifetime, and I said, here I am trying to start acting like my dad. And then I said, you know what? I had to do? I had to dig deep inside myself when I saw that I was about to kill this girl. I didn't want to beat her up or nothing. I wanted to get rid of her. But because she did some real dirty shit to me. All right, I can't explain it, but she did some dirty shit. Oh, sorry about that. But the thing about it is that I dug deep enough to forgive what my dad had done. I never forgave him, so I was carrying on his mission. You know what I mean? But I had to go back, forgive him, and then once I did that, it relieved me of him and the things that he did. You don't forget. You just forgive to get to put an end to it, and then you move on with your own identity, and that's what I did. And from then on, I've ran into girls that were still hood, like they'll fool you. They some of them have a little bread on them and act like they got this and that, and they can be independent and all that good stuff. But that'll fool you. And then when they get around you, they start playing that game about the victim thing and stuff. This one particular girl, I know martial arts and stuff, right? Jiu-jitsu and stuff. So when the girl tried to start trying to fight with me in public, every time she came at me, I was like taking her arm and moving it to the side. She never could touch me. Everything she did, I could predict it, and she couldn't hit me. And then when I grabbed the back of her arm, just slightly, a little bit harder than than I was. I didn't even do it harder. I was treating her like a little baby. She just go, ow, and we in public. Now, at that point, once I slowed her down, she got tired. I jumped in my car and I was gone. You know what I mean? I was like, and then she like, why you didn't come back? Why you leave? You know why? And I'm gonna tell you what. One day I seen her at the lake walking, and we was walking, and then she started saying something negative about my mom or my mom's house or something like that, and I got to a point to where I told her, I told her fuck herself about 50 times, and I didn't stop. I was like, fuck you, fuck your mama, fuck your family, fuck where you came from, fuck everybody in your family, fuck your kids. It was like that. And then I said, and then she got to a point to where she claimed she saw evil in me, and she left. You see what I'm saying? So they can bring the best out of you if they know you and they know you that they can touch on certain things. She went out to my mom, or she go after my dead brother or something like that, right? Then they know they trying to get you triggered, but they're testing you to see do you love them, and that's the way that they go about it, and it's the wrong way. But that's all I had.
I appreciate you. I appreciate the story for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate your platform and everything. And sometimes I could, what, Fred, I see through a lot of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm in the chat, I some people can get in an uproar. They can get because they can't speak like they want to. They might have to type it and they can't do everything they want to say. So I understand everybody. I try to tell everybody, hey, take care of you first before you start trying to take care of somebody else's situation. Because then that way, I don't have to worry about you. I need to worry more about me. If I know you worrying about you and taking care of you, then that takes some pressure off me. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. But yeah, that's about it, man. I got a whole lot to say, but I'm gonna end it like that.
Appreciate
the platform.
Appreciate you, Picasso. Yeah, all the time,
Yes,
dog.
sir.
Hey,
Everything.
I don't block nobody on my channel. I don't know why people keep saying I blocked them. I didn't block you. Somebody else must have blocked you. I be on StreamYard. I don't block nobody off my channel.
Yeah, I'm not even on you. Well, I don't block anybody, but I'm not even on YouTube.
Oak Park and then Danny Drew. I didn't block y'all. Somebody in the chat probably blocked y'all.
Oh, but that's only like for 1 minute though. 2 minutes, right?
He said his comments don't show up on my channel.
Oh well. Yeah. Good show, Kyle.
Man,
Kyle's
show,
about yeah, it's a good conversation to have, man. And I don't want nobody to get domestic violence, man. I'm gonna raise my daughter not to ever raise it. You can't fight it. You're estrogen driven. A man got testosterone. I'm not even gonna. I only want to put you in that position, you know. So, so I'm just cool. Max is the last caller. Max is the last going. Yeah, that's it, and we out of here. What's up, Max?
Yo, what's good, man? First and foremost, I hope Marcus Browne gets his fucking ass whipped this weekend. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. You feel me? Like, I mean, I really like your platform because I'm seeing like different walks of life. I know people come from different environments, different states, different regions, different cultures. You feel me? So I understand kind of what everyone's saying. You know, I definitely commend you for never being in those situations because I know I have. So when Kyle talking about what y'all got, man, I've been around a couple crazy bitches in my life.
I've never, but it's not my fault. It's yours. So go ahead.
You know, but you know, from younger age to then, but you know,
Fred got selective memory, man. Don't worry about Fred.
Hey, you smart though, because if it ever did happen, don't admit it. You know? But I mean, but the 4 times in 18 months is kind of crazy, man. Like that's kind of crazy. And the details of the stuff I read was you know, like him dropping his kid off and barging his way inside the house and some more shit. So he was doing shit in front of his kid, which he throws more gas on that fire of like, goddamn, man, like. You know, same thing with the whole Zach Stacy shit and all the other shit. I didn't know nothing about Kovalev, so I'm kind of surprised by that one. So I'm kind of glad I beat his ass too. But you know, I don't know, man. This is unfortunately, I think a lot of it too. I mean, I don't know nothing about these guys' backgrounds, but I would say like when you have a whole generation of men that are raised without men, you know, they're taught to be emotional like their mothers. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't get a different thing because our biology don't change. We're still stronger, got testosterone, we're aggressive, but then you're taught shit from a woman on how to deal with that shit and not a man. So I think that kind of adds fuel to the fire too. Now, as far as, you know, I can't sit here act like no angel either. I ain't never beat no bitch's ass, nothing like that. But, you know, my daughter was born premature, pound 7 ounces, you know, hanging on to life in the hospital, and I had a bitch say some foul shit, and I Bart Simpsoned her real quick in front of everybody. But my roommate jumped on me real quick, and it didn't turn into nothing more. But I can say in that moment, I definitely didn't think about nothing. I didn't see nothing but red when I heard the shit she said. I can't even repeat because I'll probably go, you know, punch a hole in the wall right now. But so I understand like what other people are saying, like sometimes, but then I understand the other part of like it don't matter, no excuse. You feel me? So. Yeah, I mean, some bitches are real foul, but at the end of the day, us as men, we do got to know, like, hey, just fucking leave, man, because nothing good comes of it. And if you're in a position, it seems like successful men, whether they're rich or otherwise, it seems like they always get at least one situation with a woman saying something, whether it's violence or sexual abuse or some shit like. So as men, you got to know, like, you can't trust anybody, and you got to, like you say, always not put yourself in that situation. Don't, you know what I mean? Like what you was talking about the 7-Eleven thing. I heard you talking about with your son and stuff. And I'm the same way with my kid. Like if I have my kid in the car, man, I avoid so many places in the city, and like we're going home. You know what I mean? That's it.
Straight home. Yeah.
There's times I'm like, okay, maybe we should grab something to eat. And I'm like, no, not right now. We're gonna go home and make a sandwich. Like. So I understand.
You're going to get your chicken nuggets from McDonald's. So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Fuck what you talking about. I ain't going home to cook shit. You going to eat these fries.
Some of these McDonald's, man, shit. Hey, you in the Bay too, so you know some of the McDonald's, not with the kid in the car.
Yeah.
You know, but
you gotta assess every situation, man. You got to look around and some shit. You know.
Yeah, most definitely. But at the end of the day, I say, I mean, it sounds kind of fucked up. This sounds fucked up. I'm gonna admit it, but I almost give all them dudes one. I give you one, like
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'm saying.
You better learn from that one. There better not be two. Like two is too much. Like two is not a mistake no more. So after that one, you should be traumatized enough to know, like, I'm never put myself in this situation again with a female. And because I think we've all been out there, you know. So, but as far as that motherfucker, 4 and 18 months, I hope Beater V knocks him the fuck out through the ropes. Like,
man, I'm with
well,
you.
that ain't gonna happen. So get your money back.
And then I hope he ABs and leaves with his girl. You know, but
well,
you
Max,
know,
that ain't gonna happen.
I'm not gonna hold y'all.
I'm
not gonna hold y'all too much, man. I'll be in the boxing station later tonight, man.
Going over the cows too. It's just an important conversation to have when you're around men, and like you said, we got people coming from different backgrounds, you know, and
as a matter of fact, my bad, Fred.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say we could carry on with this conversation on the boxing. So, Fred, you can come on over and we can you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think it's just important that it's beautiful when you can hear people's backstory. Like I come from a single mom, and I can understand like how you have this feminine energy on you and how you have to like rid yourself of it. You know what I mean? And I think it's important that we have male like my grandfather is just is amazing, dog. Like my grandfather was the lick, man. And those summers that I spent with my grandfather and him being a man and driving from New York to Virginia, being a leader, he was the leader of my whole family. You know, those are like, that's priceless testosterone that was in me. Priceless, man. And I can literally see a lot of my grandfather in me. You understand, and how I function and how I move. Like I'm very masculine, like in terms of like how you like how you say like the ABCs of men. I'm not extraordinary at anything, but I'm saying how you see the ABCs of men, like, you know, the bills, the doors, no one's ever opened up my front door but me, you know, and that's the way it's gonna be. Like no one has ever come to my house and me not being here. You know, like no work is done on this house if Fred ain't here. You know, I just can't take that chance. You know, no stranger will ever use my bathroom. Like, no, you're not setting me up. You're not going in the bathroom and close the door. Like, it's not happening. Like, maybe I'm too cautious. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's just who I am. Like, if a stranger comes to my house and says, "Can I use the bathroom?" I'm like, no, like, nah, I'm.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like, no, the homies can use it. I was like, damn, Fred.
I'm like, nah, I'm really a germaphobe. I'll make up something like that. Nah, I'm a germaphobe. Like, I really don't like anybody using my bathroom, you know. But I'm not letting you close that door and you set me up. Like, I'm not doing it. Like, I'm weird like that. Like, and maybe.
Did you watch Power today, Fred?
I don't watch Power.
Oh, okay, that's what happened on Power today. But go ahead.
Went to the Power still on?
No, I had watched it earlier with my mother-in-law, and that's the type of shit that happened.
I thought Power was over.
Nah, Power Book 2.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. So they killed the police officer, right?
Mm-hmm. Together.
And it was gonna come back on one of the dudes.
Yeah.
He didn't put the badge in the other dude's room.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's just the ABCs of manhood. I'm not bigger, stronger than most men, you know, but just how I operate within my house, you know. So and it works. So I think
I'm like that when I go to restaurants and shit. I gotta be able to sit where I can see the front door and exit. I every time I enter a building, I look for exits. Like, how would I get out of here if anything pops off? Like, man, because I used to work at Applebee's in the city where I'm from. That shit gets shot up, stabbed, brawls, all kinds of shit. So, you know, a lot of incidents. And
if the contractor's in my house, I'm here. Like, I'm dead ass serious. Like, I'm here. Like, I'm not. I'm here, you know. They go to lunch, they come back, you know, they're not working 8 hours a day. They, you know, they salary is set. You know, I'm about to get a pool in the backyard. Ain't no work being done if Fred ain't here. Simple.
I mean, and vice versa too. Like, I got a daughter, so yeah, I've been trying to give her that game too. Always be aware of your surroundings. Don't put yourself in situations like, it's never an excuse for a man to act a certain way, but as a woman, you also got to know to take yourself out of that where that's even a possibility. You know what I mean? So, like, there's responsibility on both parts. Like, I don't know what that girl said or did, but I know that motherfucker is a fucking what, light heavyweight cruiserweight fighter, and you know what I mean? So like, what the fuck, bruh? Like, I don't know. We'll see how the fight goes. Shit. You know what I mean? But I want to shout out everybody that came on here and shared their tidbits. You know what I'm saying? I see it probably brings some people closer where you can share some of the stories and shit. So, but I'm gonna slide over to the boxing session when you get it up, Kyle. Man, I'll be over there. I'll holler at y'all, man.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna show y'all something I sent to Dre. Like, this is how I am. Like, I just want I sent her this on Tuesday. I screenshotted it to earlier to give to her, but this is just me in a nutshell. Is her number on here? No, her number's not on here. All right, cool. I'm gonna share this. I'm not like a hypochondriac at all, but it's just for the environment where I grew up from. It's just where I grew up. Like, what they say, die every day, B. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I text Dre the other day. This is Tuesday at 11:12 at night. This is why I want you to watch everything when you drive home and carry a gun and take different routes every time you come home. And she says, I know I do. And then obviously Lincoln's supposed to wear his Christmas thing. But I don't play. Like, I'm very like much on top of shit when it comes to stuff like that, man. And it's just who I am, man. And I can't change who I am at this point. You know what I mean? I don't, and I just hope that we all live to the point when we're supposed to die. You know what I mean? Like 87, 95, 102. I hope none of our lives are cut short, and whether it's through jail time or whether it's through actual death, man. I just want your son and your daughter and your community needs you. So just put that in perspective, man.
I gotta go back and watch that Mickey Bey interview though.
Oh man, it's a class. Shout out to Trill Boxing Talk. Great interview. Great interview. I'm glad. Thank you, Tone Browne, because I would have never. Well, I probably would have found out by now because it's circulating through our community. But thank you, Tone Browne, and everyone else that DMs me stuff because I.
So why didn't Floyd like you?
Enjoy the interview, man, because I would put whatever I say. Won't do it in. As a matter of fact, you should play the interview on your show.
Well, I ain't got a relationship with them like that to do that.
You ain't got what? No, but they said at the end of the interview, they don't care if you play the interview. They said it at the end of their show. They want you to share it, cut it, whatever you want to do with that interview. You're more than welcome to do. He says at the end of the interview. So go ahead. Okay. Yeah, it's important. That'll be cool. Just fast forward it to like the 10-minute mark. And it's CC's amazing. CC's dope. 78's dope. And Black is dope. So great job. Not a good job. A great job on their part. On the trio. Thank you for correcting me earlier. So yeah, man. Everything Boxing didn't want to come back in. So we out of here. And I appreciate we coming back Sunday strong. And I'm gonna say I have no vendetta against Marcus Browne. I don't know the guy, but I just I just can't root for the guy. Some may say this or that. It happened a year and a half ago. I get it, but I just can't, man. I just can't. And I don't have to forgive him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my life is just going to go on. And then when I look back in 5 years and he's a productive man in his community, I'm going to give him a round of applause and I'm going to do a video on it. I'll be honest. Remind me in 5 years, guys. I'll be here, and I'll gladly do a video and say Marcus Browne is doing a great job in the community. But in the meantime, between time, you know what I mean? I can't do it yet, and and that's why when men make mistakes and women make mistakes and they learn from their mistakes and become great men and women in their community, it's a beautiful thing, we're not what's the term? Anyways, I can't think of, but that's why Malcolm X's story is so special. Not only did he become a great man, but he became a great man in the community in which he committed the crime. You know, Bumpy Johnson wanted, y'all know the story. Bumpy Johnson wanted Elijah. He would have did it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. You know what I mean? But he said, no, I'm not going that route. So amazing. So I love y'all at the end of the day. I genuinely wish that man well and his kids, but you got to eliminate those triggers. Monolithic. Thank you, dog. Thank you, Picasso. Monolithic. We're not monolithic. And that's why this show is beautiful, Kyle, because I definitely can't be Kyle. That's for damn sure.
You said what?
I definitely can't be you.
No, we can't be in that. Listen,
my personality is
that. I could use a couple pertains to, and
I'm not that funny.
Me and my wife was watching an interview the other day. She said Fred always says that. It was another word that you always you used though.
What's the other one?
It's not pertain to. It was
digress.
I digress. Yes.
Digress.
That's it. That was the one.
Digress.
Oh, listen.
Yes.
We are in the first phase.
Okay.
Of the serial. I got a name. I got somebody on the artwork right now. And I just talked to Jay Jones today. So this shit is not for play. This shit is for real.
Man, I can't wait to buy a box. I want you
to listen.
And I want to give it away as gifts.
Listen, I'm excited, man. And I'm going to Philly because I'm getting some cover athletes. I ain't doing no fucking playing with these people, man. I ain't doing no playing. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. Man,
I got two of them in mind.
Listen, all Master P did the same thing. Hey, Lil Boosie, you want your chips? Lil Boosie, you want chips named after you? Sure. That's the southeast region, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, E40, you want some chips named after you? That's the west region. You know what I mean? Someone down in Texas, you want some chips named after you? Yeah, that's the southwest region.
I gotta meet, man. I'll tell you later, man. I can't say it on wax.
No, don't say it on wax. But we were, You gonna sell 500 boxes your first day out. So from us,
man. Listen to me, dog. If I get who I want to get on this box,
well, you better tell Jerron to sign that contract.
Here you go. I'm just hey, the quote. That's what I'm trying to get on the box too.
That'll be genius. She'll love to do it, and I mean, negotiate to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'll be dope. She earned it. Carissa Shields a beautiful woman, man. Like, we disagree a lot because I wanted her to win, but I don't speak in comforting metaphors, so I get misinterpreted a lot, and I don't mind. But the same game plan she's doing now is the same game plan I told her 3 years ago before COVID. So
because I'm cool with her hair brother. Shout out to Beatty. But yeah, I'm trying to listen. I'm finna go. Listen. When I'm flying this year, I ain't flying to have fun. It's business, man. Listen.
I want you to win. I want you to win, and feel free to feel free if I got the contact, you know what I mean? Just let me know.
I'm gonna get Gary Russell on the box too, because we got a relationship. Shout out to Fred.
yeah. Hopefully, hey, maximize it. And all y'all, you feel free to drop my name.
Use your black privilege.
Yeah,
it's yours. Use that shit, dog.
You ready to go? I can't wait to see you Sunday. Ready to go? I want to eat my pistachios and go to the
Hey, now listen, nigga. You'll eat your pistachios over at the boxing session because we're gonna watch this shit together. But in the words of the great philosopher DB,
I'll be there.
Fred Drop.
Yes.
Play the song, Fred.
I got you. I appreciate y'all coming. I appreciate y'all not leaving, man. Not getting emotional and not leaving, man. I don't hate that young man. I want him to win. But I just feel uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable rooting for a man that choked the woman out on a third go around.
I'll meet y'all over at the boxing section.
Thank you, dog.
Thank
you. Yeah. And the Village Brothers graduating tomorrow, man. So everybody said congratulations tomorrow around 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, maybe. I don't know. Just tell them congratulations. Say, congratulations, Village Brothers. Yeah, these shows are People Hernandez, man. Thank you, people. Thank you, Supreme. I don't know him. I appreciate that. I don't. Hey, who else? Darnell, Kyle, Danny, Rob, Picasso, Joe, Picasso, Danny, the Village Brother. Why not? Sweet Science Examiner. Appreciate you. Paul Provisor. Appreciate you. Mike Jones, I know you don't like me, but you in here every day. It's cool. Highly anticipated. Joe Garcia, Picasso, Brent Jones, boxing section, Warren. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. After parties at Kyle's, man. Click the link that Rob G Film just put in there. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's well deserved, man. I was a couple classes away from my master's, man, and I didn't finish. I was like, fuck it, man. I didn't finish. I'm like 1 semester away from getting my master's. 1 semester away. 1 semester away. Yeah. 1 semester away, man. Damn. For the children, it's a giving. Be a blessing. It's my personal statement. Renegade like I'm ancient. Learn to develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving and changing up like a season. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Dabbing against the competition. Back up against the ropes, you fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common. So you gotta give back, give love.
Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a quick and no so learn quickly, they'll come for your blow. Can't take it
personal, cause the devil is a lie. I'm telling you. That's the link to the boxing section. Tell them what you do. Hey, some things you gotta do. Hey. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See y'all Sunday, man. We got a lot of boxing to talk about on Sunday, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy y'all weekend. Enjoy the fights, man. And yeah, man, we going into holiday week. It's Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah week, right? Love y'all, man. Mayana. I mean, what's Sunday in Spanish? What's Sunday in Spanish? Domingo, right? Domingo. Hasta Domingo.